Hello everyone and welcome back to Laurence Plays, and today it's time for some more Factorio Industrial Revolution. And the first part of starting a game up again like this is going, oh good grief, what on earth was I, let's mute that, is going, what on earth was I doing last time I was playing this? And having a look down here, it looks like the last thing we were doing was, more or less, was creating blue science. So that's going, well that's going. It just looks like there's a little bit of a shortage of the green circuits coming through. And I had a quick look to see what was causing that. And up here where they're being made, well, they're being made fairly slowly, and that's mostly down to the shortage of these vacuum tubes coming in, which is mostly down to a shortage of copper wire, which is down to a shortage of copper ingots. So it looks like we need to go and give the copper production a kick. I also had a quick look at the to-do list up here. There's a few things in here, like improving iron supply. There's some biters that need to be dealt with. Copper that needs to be done, as you can see here. And also, I need to improve the oil processing. And I was going, what on earth was I doing? Oh, yes, I remember. Because I built up this tiny little facility here that's producing, but basically it's producing sulfur and then these two liquids that are just getting put into tanks to be ignored for now. So the sulfur is going in here into these two chests, and I was using that to make cliff explosives, which is why I've managed to open up a little bit down here. But I can't actually find the machine I was making the cliff explosives in, so that's going to be interesting. Oh, I remember. Yes, I was using this one to make gunpowder, and then I think I was pocket crafting the cliff explosives. So that's something to start off with. Improving the oil dealing withness, which I think is going to mean going off and harvesting one of these oil patches, and then starting to bring that in to somewhere, perhaps down here, perhaps up here, and have a slightly better oil processing facility, and something that will then deal with the products we're producing from here. So those sort of things. So that's where we were last time. Let's see what we can do this time. And yes, hello Paul and your general fruitiness. We don't need that many guns actually, because we usually just dispatch Mike off with a machine gun to go off and take out the biter bases, as you can see here. So he seems to quite enjoy doing that. So we'll probably leave him at it, and see how that goes. Hey Cygnus and Gennis, welcome back to the stream.
Late things we did last time was welcome back.
Let's see what everyone else
Was
is up to.
one of the things we did late last time was researching military science. So
Yes.
that currently only gives us access to defenders as a thing to research, which in space exploration game I found terrible. But
Yeah, I've never really bothered with any of
everything.
the followy combat robot things. They just, to be honest, I've never actually used them, so they might be great, and I've just never found that out. But
defenders weren't in space exploration, but then my tech level when I got them was higher than we are here.
right, military science will get us better military stuff later, but there's a lot of other prereqs for that. So it's going to be a while till we can get that. I think, based on what I know about normal Factorio, I think it might be worth doing plastics, because you tend to put plastic in basically everything.
Oh, I wasn't thinking about what to research. I was thinking about, hang on, we've got lots of biters.
Oh,
How
right,
do we
okay.
deal with them?
Yeah.
If we're not in a rush for plastics, it's that's lab research speed, isn't it? Not. It says unlock more efficient research practices.
Yeah, I
That's
think
just
it is just speed
faster
in this
rather
case,
than
yes.
okay. If it was productivity equivalent, I would have suggested going for that immediately. But
Yeah, but no, but not in this case. Did we research productivity modules last time, or am I
yes,
thinking of something? Okay. Oh yes, we did. Yeah.
someone put them in, or put them in some of them maybe. Yes,
I,
some of them have.
I was going to say I have a vague recollection of thinking about it. Yeah, there's like 5 of them in all of the machines in total. Okay, making some
Oh
more.
yeah, because we were out of computers.
Yeah, it is actually,
Because
yes,
we're
the
out of
basic
memory cards.
computers. Basic computers. I don't see them on the.
There's 2 at the end of the bus.
Oh, I see. There's
Not the
quite a
bus,
lot at the
sorry.
end of there's quite a lot at
I
the end of
meant,
the bus, but
yeah, I meant the thing about making the frames.
oh, okay.
Yeah, grabbing them from the bus might be the way to go.
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
I'll
I
do
mean,
that. I'll do that to get, because it's having extra productivity on the research.
How many
It's probably a good
how
idea.
many fit in a lab? At least 2.
I want to say 2, but I'm not sure.
Mike, you're there. Can you have a look, please? Just
How many
north of you.
just north of me. Sure. Modules per lab. Do you have 2 slots?
Okay.
Okay. What else do I need? Not a lot. No, nothing else. Right. Okay. Let's whack some labs in there. No, we're nowhere near artillery trains or spidertrons yet. Those
You
are a
need 35.
very long way off. Okay.
35 productivity modules.
Okay. Yeah, they're a very long way. We've barely got machine guns.
Yeah. So the thing we're looking at the map saying, well, up here. There? Yeah, there. There we go. We've got coal and iron ore being produced.
Yeah.
What we want to do is to crush it and then put it through a smelter, which means that you need a crushing, or ore goes into a smeltery which has a crushing section at the start, followed by a smelting section and then an output section. However, that's going to cause a lot of pollution, and we already have a pollution problem. So we need to clear out some biter bases and really beat them back, create some space.
Yeah, we
But
spent quite a lot of time last week
given
playing
exactly,
anti-biters.
unfortunately, biters seem to have. No, let's rephrase that. We don't have the necessary military power to really do the biters over at this point,
Hmm.
which is rather awkward.
Yeah, it's a full-on assault from all 4 of us,
Yeah.
and we can just about cope.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Power armor isn't far away in the tech tree, but that's about as good as it gets on weaponry stuff.
We do have modular armor now, which I haven't actually made yet.
True, I am still using heavy. Do we have any sort of? We don't have any sort of shield. Have we started using autogun turrets, and are they any good?
Yes, and
I think
yes.
we've got some.
Right. Okay.
So the autogun turret fires shot, but it's not. So in base Factorio, I believe the shooting is it basically just hit scanner instant on hit. So it says I'm shooting you. Oh, that's a
Yeah.
hit. In this, that's not how it do.
Oh, there's some lag on bullet travel. Bullet travel takes actual time.
That with the
Bullet travel
shotgun.
takes actual time, and there's no guarantee that it will hit what you're aiming at because there's some muzzle velocity variation. And if there's, for example, a tree in the way, the bullets will just hit the tree.
Okay. Right. That's quite a lot less powerful then. Interesting.
Mm-hmm. So they've got much further range and they've got a reasonable damage. But if the biters are running basically not directly towards the gun tends to do a lot of missing.
Yeah, I did notice that the scattergun turrets seem to be extremely lethal once a biter's got close. So maybe we need to start putting down alternating turret types, and maybe start having those put down by bots so we don't go crazy.
Yeah, I think so.
But does that mean we want to try and investigate better bots? Where do we get better bots or normal?
Well, for me, logic says that bots are there to build up the process that we've already got.
Yes.
If we're not careful, we will end up in a state where we've done all the better bots and so on, but our defences are still woefully inadequate because we haven't done the actual putting down of scatterguns and auto turret.
The other thing we can do is what the way I normally play Factorio, and is just have a solid unbreachable wall all the way round.
Hello.
Hello. Just to stop so the biters can't get in because there's a wall. I mean, it uses up more resources because the biters will constantly be throwing themselves against the wall and you're getting through ammunition. But you don't have but then you don't have to worry so much about defense and them sneaking through.
Yeah, yeah.
Although there
I
aren't
mean, I'm
any
not
particularly nice choke
idea.
points.
Or we can build them. I'm not against the idea per se. It's just got to be done,
Yes.
and that requires actually quite a lot of resources.
Yes, and building up a wall of turrets requires, yeah, an enormous number of turrets, which is why I tend to try and put them in on choke points. But as I was just saying,
Yeah.
we don't really have
I
particularly
was
good choke points. They're quite wide areas. So Yeah. And there's a
Sorry,
big
can
old base here. There's a big old base
Oh,
right here, which where I want to put it.
Yes.
Yeah, I started making one a little bit there because there was some coming around from the other side of the lake.
Gotcha. So it's presumably these ones,
I,
or possibly some in the
we
far
believed
wall.
so, yes.
Yeah, so there could be some, just there.
Yeah.
So they're running around, and then they are interesting. So they divert off they have a direct line to wherever it is, and then okay.
Yeah, they
Mm,
fixate on a particular thing that caused the pollution, that produced the pollution that caused them to spawn, I think.
yeah, and then they charge that down. I mean,
Yes.
there is an element of logic to that.
It would give us sort of a bit of time to get on with things. And this side of the base is probably going to be a problem almost no matter what, because we're going to carry on presumably building the bus straight downwards. And so if we don't block off this area, eventually the pollution will drift off to the east, and we will eventually get attacks coming in there, even if we
Yes.
try. And trying to eliminate all of the nests out that way is going to be extremely difficult.
Yeah. Hmm.
Paul suggests we should set up a secondary base that just does iron and turrets.
It's not a bad shout, in fairness.
It would have to be actually, it would be for scattergun turrets, it would be copper and tin, and for autogun turrets it would be copper, bronze, and iron. So
The
it's,
copper, tin, and iron.
yeah, so there's a fair amount of different resources going in. This is a bit more in depth and complicated than vanilla, Paul.
I mean, in fairness, in my Bob's Mods Death World Plus run through, it's not totally dissimilar to what we did. We had a section of the factory devoted to producing ammunition and everything else, and then basically went on a big conveyor belt around the entire perimeter of the base.
Yeah, that's what I generally do.
And it was picked up and put down where it was required. And it was a phenomenal amount of resources required to just keep this thing fueled up. It was
Yeah.
absolutely insane.
It's that's the the downside of the big wall of turrets is that it's not only that you get through a lot of resources because your guns are firing a lot of the time, but you also have an enormous quantity of ammunition just sitting on those belts.
Yeah.
So
And I
it's quite a big deal.
think there's a easy way of managing that, not being wasteful. If one of you wants to correct me on that, I'll happily take correction.
You can, if you once you've managed to get to the point where you've got a big enough base that you have little choke points, then you can have an ammo train going out, and therefore you don't need the massive long belt going around. You just have a few hundred ammunition stored at each station. But it's a big, but our base isn't that big yet, so we're going to we can't really flump out to the big. We can't go out to find the choke points essentially.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to downgrade my Factorio, apparently.
Seems like everyone's had to do that except me.
Yeah.
My Steam is not letting me. Fuck's sake.
Yeah, Paul's suggesting don't worry about it, just go bigger and bigger, just grow bigger and bigger. The problem is, the reason we're talking about this is that growing bigger is a bit of a problem at the moment because there's biters in the way. So we need a bigger base in order to contain the biters, but we can't make a bigger base because there are too many biters around.
Yeah, this is why I think we rush a couple more military techs. We get a little bit more power on our side so that we can actually do one to the biters, actually harm them. Because at the moment, that's kind of the problem, is that they are a little bit too tough for us. Well, looking at it, the next military techs kind of require plastics, which requires realistically some expansion, which we
Circular dependency, C dependency, circular.
Yep.
Well, we all know about those. You just need a weak reference.
This is
So,
not
sorry,
carbon
yeah.
apparently. What are you making?
Why can't I see
making
the
carbon.
bottom of your chat and
It should be
also?
carbon.
So I already dislike YouTube for streaming. So can you stop using it? I can't see the latest in your chat and also your screen. Also
Okay,
your video.
that seems like an
Because-
odd problem
Huh?
or an odd design thing.
can.
Not for YouTube.
And also apparently a you problem.
Well, it's only on half the screen, so they're stacked on top of each other.
Oh right,
Right,
yeah.
okay, yeah. Whereas
Although,
mine's on sort of 2/3 of the screen.
but I need the other half of the screen for my own chat in case anyone actually shows up.
I would say yes, sure. I'll switch to just using Twitch. But given that I've got 10 people watching on YouTube and 1 person watching on Twitch, no.
Well, that's not me this time. Also, you've stolen my audience. What's Paul doing in your chat? Huh? Huh?
Well, I believe you weren't streaming when he joined, so
Well,
it's your own
probably
fault.
wouldn't.
It's your fault for
I
being
was
late, Harry.
sleeping
Your
because
fault
I'm
for being
doing
late.
2 fucking jobs. Tell you what. Oh look, it works. Right.
I would be
There we are.
sympathetic if I
Here,
wasn't doing
what
3.
we're doing. Hey, no one's trolled me by locking me into a place. In fact, the
It's 'cause
thing
you
that
know
I was
where you
building
were.
is still going.
I'm gonna be honest. We didn't make a note of where you logged out last.
yeah, we need to know where you logged out in order to do that. I'm afraid.
Paul says
What is
YouTube
this?
Master Race because
Mixer.
obviously he's never used it. Right, let me.
He's using it
start
right
my
now,
own
to be fair.
Start my own stream.
What I
My
like
own
is-
stream.
Are you not live? I thought you were live. Oh no, it's yeah. never mind.
No, Al is in fact dead.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, because I just woke up. What have you done since? I heard debates about how things should work. I'm on every side.
Yeah, that's mostly what we've been doing so far.
Twitch is telling me that your stream's ended now.
That was quick.
Nope. Still going here.
Interesting.
And I've got 5,000 KPS. Got a green square. And
Congratulations. Oh, there we go. Now I see you.
that was definitely a you problem.
Yeah, not sure what's going on there.
Oh, I should ask Jen if I'm allowed to buy that webcam. Can I buy that webcam then?
Right. So the debate.
I
What's
think the
the
debate
debate
is we have to go and kill biters.
Kill them all to death.
Oh, good grief.
How best to do so? We want to do so quickly and efficiently.
Well, we tried quickly and efficiently last week, and it was a complete disaster. So
We did
Yeah.
kill a lot of biters last week, so it wasn't a complete
We
disaster.
did, but it's one of these ones where you know Futurama where he goes,
yes.
defeat the killbots. Well, I threw wave after wave of my own men at them until they hit their kill count. Yeah,
That's quite a good
That's
Zap
just-
Brannigan voice. I'm
thank you.
fairly impressed.
Commander, your men are already dead.
He then
That sounded
goes,
more like Agent Smith from The Matrix.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Bender then goes, it's a sad day for robot kind. We can always build more killbots. This is the biter thing. They figure,
Yes.
they've killed 1,000 of us. Well, we'll build 10,000 more. I
Do
say
the
build.
biters not know that we have statistics like that and we like big numbers?
Yeah, and you have to consider that the individual biter is basically ammunition for them. They're not. They don't consider them to be sort of individual, worthwhile beings. They are literally just ammunition that can be expended.
Yeah, why don't the biters have to expend resources?
They do. Their resources are our
pollution.
pollution. Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe it's just got an infinite tunnel underground with goodness
Ooh,
knows how
shit.
much.
Oh
crap.
no.
Hello, Daniel. In your stream. Oh look, it's crashed.
Hello, Daniel.
Hello. Aren't we a friendly bunch?
No,
What's going on?
No, I'm not.
No
friendly.
video for
I'm
you today.
horrible. I'll have
screw
you
you
know.
all.
Well, yeah, I know that. That's why I was surprised.
It seems like a
I mean,
reasonable
not wrong, but
response. Right.
I've met you.
true that.
So, Paul said make a place that just does all that. And everyone said that means we have to make a bigger space to do that.
Yeah, pretty
Last
much.
time we were talking about putting something in this sort of gap in the middle. What was that?
Oil refining.
Oil refining. Is that going to help?
It's- It's not going to help
That
this
gives
particular
space-
thing, but it's going to help
It gives
generally.
space for the
Oh, I've made a
plastic
serious
thing.
tactical error.
I've made a serious, horrific spaghetti.
Talking over Tristan is a serious tactical error.
Oh
Oh,
yes,
say
Mike is in a bit of trouble.
Mike is always a bit of trouble.
I pressed the wrong button.
Not even on the map. I was down here.
It's giving me the available commands, which is surprisingly unhelpful at this point in time. But actually, these
Smash run away.
killbot capsules are not bad.
Okay. Are they going to be the answer to all of our prayers? I mean, problems.
Or
Or at
don't
least
know
a
is the
couple
honest
of them.
truth.
I don't think you want to be fighting those on your own.
Hooray, spaghetti!
You got some fish.
I have many fish, and I need them all. Where have my kill
Bigger
bots
fish to
gone?
fry.
Have they timed out
They
already?
died. Yeah.
Oh,
The
They
two
didn't last
splats on the
very long.
ground.
has my car died?
Yes.
Ah.
seem
No
to-
arrow.
You
So,
seem to be kiting fairly successfully. Oh,
kiting,
oh here comes the
kiting.
cavalry.
Hello, cavalry. Thank you.
Hello.
Paul recommends fix it with fire, so maybe we should get oil production on the way.
Flamethrowers are actually quite effective against biters in vanilla. I was actually just thinking about grenades, but yeah, oil flamethrowers might be a good idea too. Grenade is military
Like
2,
grenades to-
which is a lot of other sciences ahead of us, including grey. But I mean, that's just mostly apart from making grey science, that is just research. Flammenwaffers are
So the Flammenwerfer.
exactly the same
Flammenwerfer?
as almost exactly the same as military science, just a couple of extra things as well.
Flame waffle.
Flammenwerfer.
Flammenwerfer.
Flamethrower.
These are tough.
It Werfers the Flammens.
Flamen waffle.
Yeah, have you never had your Flammenwerfer?
No. Is that a French thing?
Sure.
Oh dear. Right. What's not
Could,
working
could
here?
we have some more firepower down here?
Can't help but notice that Laurence is watching what we're doing, but not
He is,
helping
yes.
at all.
I'm busy
Don't
making
mind.
cliff explosives. This is
He's
important
screaming,
work.
He's the cameraman. He's sitting there going, no, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's
Crunch.
fine.
It's fine, they haven't
Uh,
attacked me yet.
That's important to be replaced, please,
Where are you
boss.
going?
Thank you.
Matt's got it there.
Okay.
Hands! Start the panzer! Ooh,
All hands on deck.
panzers. Can we get some panzers?
Oh, let's have a look. How far off are panzers?
Ooh, I'm out of fish.
Ah,
Oh no, panzers require actually require purple science. Oh my goodness.
I need to do
Good thing
something
for you.
interesting so all these people want to watch me on a Monday night.
You could try playing Factorio.
It worked for me.
Yeah, it didn't work for me on account of how I was bad at it.
Yeah, it's you need to have a niche. It seems to be the secret to streaming
And a knack.
successfully. Yeah, well, ideally yes. What are you missing?
I
Oh,
mean, Laurence
paper.
doesn't have a knack.
No, but I am the only person playing space exploration, pretty
Just,
much. So that's my
Hand them in a
niche.
circle.
You know this is Industrial Revolution.
Yeah, but
That was a
throwing it out
very.
there.
What was that sudden change in microphone?
that was
That's me moving closer to it.
That was
Creepy.
very effective, and I could actually hear you.
Pardon?
grown.
Hey, we win.
ah.
That's fucking
There you go.
teamwork. No, it's
Like a
my fault.
team.
Get out.
You can get 2 people in a car, I think.
Where's
Oh no,
my
not one of
corpse?
those. It's not a car.
Where is my corpse?
I'm pretty sure you
Should
can
be
have 2
around
people here.
here-ish somewhere.
This was where all the dead biters are. So okay.
You know what this game needs? It needs another alt mode like you get in adventure games, which highlights everything that's important.
I'm just going to go in some more.
I think you can get in,
herbs.
can't you?
Yeah. You should turn off your bots, by the way, Al, if you're out near biters.
Oh, yeah. I don't have any repair
That's-
bots anyway, so they're only
That's
gonna.
always a
try-
good idea.
I probably haven't got any left. No, I remember. End of the last episode, we spent some time. Oh, that's actually a rock. I thought it was.
Yeah.
Spent some time putting them back together again. Didn't
The scatterbot capsules are actually quite good. They've got a low rate of fire, but they do a lot of damage. However, if you start trying to kite biters, they're not very fast. So I
Oh,
think
so
as
they
part-
can't stick with you.
Yeah, I think it's part of a defense in depth strategy. They'd be good. So a couple of capsules of those, plus your turrets that allows you to slowly walk forwards. And then
Hmm.
if you have to go backwards, you've got turrets to go onto, which will provide you a solid base of firepower.
I assume
that-
they're supposed to break.
They last
I think-
30 seconds.
Yeah, they just don't last for very long. That's the weakness of them.
Laurence's stream was not as boring as I thought. It was actually paused.
Yeah, I do try
Yeah,
to
we
keep
have.
things
Pro
going.
stream ahead, guys. Pro
When I
stream ahead.
unpaused it, it was still on the map. not doing anything. So you can forgive me for not realising that there was a difference.
Yeah,
Uh,
you always get
so-
lag when you're picking up loads of stuff in multiplayer. At least on servers that are hosted on people's home connections anyway. But it
It's
usually doesn't matter.
Linux in Factorio in Linux in Docker on Windows, which is also running Factorio as well, and is slowly becoming more and more of a degenerate as the semiconductor shortage hits everybody where it hurts.
I read on the internet, so it must be true, that apparently the shortage has improved recently because China banned Bitcoin mining or something.
It's believable.
I've no idea whether that's actually had any effect on prices yet, but you never know, it might soon. No, don't put them on there. Put them on
Not prices, it's availability, isn't it?
there. Yeah, but the two are
The
kind of
two
linked.
tend to
Obviously,
be
they're
linked.
related, but to some extent, it doesn't matter what it costs if they're right.
This is true.
Do that.
There we go. Claim loads of papers. It's cars that's bothering me at the moment. I need a new car, and cars are also up 33%, which is kind of unhelpful.
Oh, a few things are. Houses are up 33. No, houses are up. Oh, I forget the numbers. A lot.
I don't think you put that many chips into a house compared to. Although actually, building materials in general are up, and I don't know whether that's COVID or Brexit or a combination of the two. But it's got much harder to get wood. Put it that way.
You'd think that
Alright.
the housing market would have tanked because no one wants to fucking live here anymore.
We have a plan, Mike.
Right. So what are we doing?
I've made some cliff
mean-
explosives. Is that helpful?
I have
Yes,
bullets.
because there's a lot of cliffs, so we want to build the oil
We're going to put them
refinery.
into the biters.
Put them
And
into the
eventually
nest.
they'll start moving. We have a plan. YOLO! That's not a good
Leroy.
Just YOLO at me.
plan. I have 8 scattergun turrets, but only 13 scattergun bullets.
I've got 240 scattergun shells. I could probably head down
Ooh.
there, I suppose. I've got 7 scattergun turrets as well, and some radars,
They're
Ooh,
literally
nice.
being made right here. Well, not right here because I parked in the wrong place. But you understand.
and a huge quantity of
Tracts of land.
huge quantity of tracts of land. Yes, just that, just so.
That one and that one.
What can I burn in a car? Is there some coal that'll do?
That
Right, let's investigate driving in online Factorio. That's always fun.
Then
Actually, this
I-
car is slow enough that I seem to be getting away with it. Chuk, 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 chuk,
does
have any
anyone
war?
have any scatter pot capsules?
Having a look at the output.
I can't do the.
There's 1,000 in here. Wait, you mean?
There
is
you
that what
go.
you want? Copper cartridges.
Yep.
That one?
Scatterbot capsules.
Oh,
Scatterbot
scatterbot
capsules.
capsule. Sorry, I misheard or miss
What
something.
are they
Oh,
called?
I mean,
How are they made?
cartridges are also useful.
I've loaded up your turrets.
Thank you. I'm now building 4
Scatterbot
autogun turrets.
Cartridge.
I could probably load those as well, actually. Where are?
Well,
Oh.
I'd like to think that because I have
Paper,
a lot of ammo.
copper, and bronze cotton gun. I assume you have not set something up to make these.
No, we've only just discovered that they're vaguely
Right.
worthwhile, and I can't even find them in the.
They're there.
Third
It just
row.
doesn't look like much.
Third row of military.
That's the one.
Oh yes, yeah, okay, yeah. I don't have remotely enough of anything to make those. I need
There's
paper.
going to be another whole freaking thing about this
You were
place
talking about
Leroy.
paper.
is everything
Oh,
you want to
going
make
in.
involves
just ran in.
several ranks of stuff.
Yeah, but look at that.
It's no wonder the factory is so big.
Mm.
I didn't click fish.
Nearly got the. Go for the nest that's almost destroyed.
Oh yeah, I would, but I didn't bring any fish.
Go and yeet some out of the nearby water.
That's not a bad
There's
idea.
200 on my body.
Okay.
Because I don't want to be here.
Oh,
Really.
bump.
You are absolutely right, Paul. 100%.
It doesn't really matter which of the 4 people here that relative pronoun is related to.
How do I fish? I mean, how do I use it? Oh, there we go. I managed to use it.
You have craft a fishing rod?
No, you just get the bots to do it.
Al, do you want to go grab some bite or Laurence? Okay. Either works.
Ah, they're not kiting the right way. Ah, my
These
car's
are
in
shooty
trouble.
things.
I'm not.
Yay, 2 nests down.
Good job. Good job.
And it,
I shot it once and it died. That's quite handy.
Ow.
Out. Good.
ow. Ah, goo. Ah, goo. Oh my goodness, there is goo. That is not even normal sight. People can't see that. Even if you zoom in, that's not visible. Look at
Yeah,
that shit.
it does look like patches of
Oh, crap.
grass.
Well, I bought a shitload of copper cartridges.
Run,
go.
Mike, run!
Run,
You should
Forrest,
really have
run!
not done this without.
Help, help! It didn't
Affable
hurt as
horror
much as I
lump.
thought it might.
Oh, is Mike about to die?
Fine.
I wondered if you might.
I only
like,
took half of your fish, so some of them are still in your body.
Why?
There you go.
He's dead.
Oh.
I died.
But does that mean? Surely you've got 2 bodies now.
Oh, someone go and destroy that nest quickly.
Oh, now I'm on the wrong side of the base for it. And I've kited some. Stop biting me. Jeez.
No one's yet appreciated my kiting joke.
Oh, I died. Yeah, I'm not very good at combat. Paul, have you ever
Why
tried
would it be
driving in
difficult?
somebody else's server in Factorio? It's really, really difficult.
And Laurence becomes defensive.
I mean, to be fair, he is right.
Well, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
We can't
it's
eat them.
grim.
Goodness me. Oh right, I was stuck in
It
goo
is
that I couldn't see.
genuinely really grim.
Just respawn. There's no point in this. Can we turn that off?
Lawrence, give me a lift, please.
I don't know if I can.
Yeah, you can.
I don't. Okay, there are 2. Oh yes, there are 2 seats in a monowheel. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, so you were clearly catching up.
Charge. It's down here somewhere. Ooh. Can I squeeze through the
That'll do,
forest?
stop.
To be honest, walking is kind of slow these days. Monowheel isn't the fastest thing, but Gordon Bennett.
That sounds. Okay, got a bit of a problem, guys. There's so many bodies lying around, I can't find which one's mine.
The
The
blue one was mine. Oh,
attack may not
which
have
I
gone
need to pick up
best.
twice. Like
This
because
attack
that.
may not have gone
Yes, 'cause-
entirely to our best advantage.
Can I?
No, you're a spectator. You can stay that way.
I couldn't pick up I couldn't pick up my body because there was light because there was light armor in it and also heavy armor in it, and it put the wrong one on. There we go.
Is
Did
someone
you
ready
learn
to
from
go
my
grab
mistakes
some
last
bikers
week?
So I can
Literally
Doubtful.
what happened to me.
Oh, you want me to kite them? All right, let's give it a
Yes,
try.
please.
Run
Many of my
away!
things got deleted as a result of that exact problem. You have to pick it up first.
Nest down.
We should have something being. Oh my god, I see what you mean by the bodies. One of these is definitely mine. So it doesn't get eaten by acid when you die in acid.
Yeah. Well, maybe your body dissolves, but the all your stuff doesn't.
Yeah, I successfully got one of the things.
Excellent. There's only 2 left.
I damaged one of them, but then I had to run away.
Heavy armoire. And then I can.
1 left.
Bloop.
And
Does
Hooray.
somebody heal in these things? Because
No,
they heal fast.
not.
Oh, you mean the turrets?
That's
Yeah,
what
I've been
I mean,
repairing them
repairing.
several times.
Okay. I was wondering how they were doing so well.
Keep running over.
Why have I
Turning my
got so
bots
much
on.
wood?
Probably because trees get destroyed and you then run over them.
You may be.
Run over the area and the wood's on the floor.
Does that happen?
For certain things, yes. So if you,
Rocks, it does. I thought trees, if you drove into them, just disappeared.
I don't know.
On the tree. Right, okay, so
It might depend how they're destroyed.
in that case,
Or maybe. Oh, maybe.
On
I think it was
our-
all in the monowheels I picked up actually.
on our north, south, and west borders, we're actually doing okay for Biter's Nest. There's one up in the top left, but I think it's worms only. So
Hmm.
it's just to the east where
Yes,
there
the one with
may
the tag
be.
is worms only.
Yeah, just move that tag then.
Is there a? Oh, I, hate
I
this
assumed
cliff.
it was a hey, look,
Laurence,
there's
fix
worms
this cliff.
there.
I hate it.
Where are you?
Just right in the middle. I keep trying to
Same place
drive
as me.
up the middle.
Oh, there. Right. Yes.
Have you got enough to destroy the whole thing? Where are we going anyway?
It's possibly not worth it at the moment. because they're still valuable.
Yeah, I've made a total of. I've got about 23 of them now.
I think, Paul, in this one, the problem is you end up running into something, and you're not that much faster than the biters, so they'll all just mob you before you can get away. You hit one tree, and that's it. You're dead.
Yeah,
Trying to
basically.
hit the tree, but I keep getting moved. Okay, fine. We'll just go around it. Right, where are we going?
I don't know. I'm leaving.
Let me out.
Stop them on a wheel. I want to get off.
Okay, right.
I'm doing a little bit of cliff removal in places where they're particularly annoying, but I'm going to save most of them.
So it's probably worth grabbing that copper patch
Which
and
one?
starting a mine on there.
3 point. Yeah.
Yeah, and the
I
oil
didn't
next to it
start
as
looking at that.
well.
Yeah,
Do you want to bring some trains down?
yeah.
I'm just quietly looking for. Where have we put the miners on the bus?
Near somewhere quite a long way down, I think. Yeah, you've just got to them now.
And there is an insufficiency of steam for.
They should be running. No, they seem fine. Just a quantity problem.
So that there isn't actually any.
Mining trains. There we go.
Obviously, you've just passed a little bit through at a time. Or you could put down those pipes that have. Have you got any of those pipes? I assume not, because they've not been put down.
I do not.
I think I have. Yes, I have. Okay, I'll come and patch those in, because it is a bit silly the way it is at the moment.
And confirm.
So this is making. This is the copper area, I think.
Yeah, we need copper a lot faster at the moment.
You're gonna need coal very soon as well.
So currently there is a the top station at the bus is for copper ore to arrive in.
Okay.
It is labelled this.
Yes, and copper ore will automatically arrive there if we have enough somewhere. So that will just magically work. I've turned off notifications because I don't have any, so I don't want them notifying.
Oh no, that's where the bronze is. That's what I'm looking at.
Actually, can we create cliffs or water in this?
Oh wait, is it?
I doubt it, because normally being able to create water is considered extremely unbalanced.
True, you'd just create a moat, wouldn't you?
Yeah. Unless you get swimming biters in order to go with it.
That would make it horrific.
It would. It would indeed.
We have electricity on the bus.
Oh look,
Yes.
there is actually some copper to pick up. It's just there's no coal.
Yes, there are pylons running down most of the bus. There's one.
Hooray!
No, because you remove them with explosives. So, and you can remove water as well with landfill. But yeah, you can't dig a moat, because that would be extremely imbalanced. Because as Mike said, you would just make a moat around your entire factory and then be completely impervious to biters, and that would be cheating.
I mean, it sounds pretty good to me, to be brutally honest.
I suppose you'd still have to deal with biters whenever you wanted to expand. So maybe it wouldn't be completely imbalanced. Do you want some cliff explosives, Tristan?
I wasn't going to bother because we can just have where Mike is now. We can have the vertical going down there. I was expecting
Bear in
narrow
mind
bit to
Bear in
spread
mind
out.
that the bus is going to have to kink quite a lot a bit over to the left to go around that lake, and then we're going to probably start building stuff off to the left of the bus. So if you run it's vertically down from there, then there's not going to be a great deal of room for building off the bus.
Okay, I'll under the copper patch. I'll move it round to the west. So aim to just miss the next copper patch.
Okay, yep, that sounds good.
And yeah, it might block a little area, but
Yeah, we can just go straight past it. But belts are cheap at this point, so I'm not too worried about
ah, helpful. Someone's brought some power in. Thank you, Mike.
Yeah, you're welcome. I am helpful. Rumours of my complete lack of ability to do anything useful about the truth.
that.
Cannot claim otherwise.
I have so much nonsense in my inventory as usual.
You'll notice that people who are often useless get praise when they do something, whereas people who are often doing something don't.
This must be why my boss praises me sometimes.
Construct 100 machines
Oh.
using robots.
Oh, yeah,
Please may I have a... Surprised it's not a server thing.
Yeah, so am I
Yeah,
actually, now you mention it.
I was surprised no one commented.
Hmm?
I was surprised no one commented on it earlier. But to be fair, I didn't comment on it either. So
So I'm afraid I wasn't paying attention. What do we...
Achieve
Kinky
happened.
bus. Yeah. I'm having an
Oh,
off day.
oh, an absolute shitload of inserters that we're probably not going to use.
Oh, where there is a will, there is a way.
Yeah, we will use them eventually.
I
But
will
they're
use
steam
them.
inserters, aren't we moving away from that?
Oh, steam
Oh, yeah, not
inserters.
gonna use
Yeah,
those.
okay, probably not going to use those. We might be able to scrap them and turn
Um,
them into useful resources.
Where are we going to put the station, Tristan?
I think there's probably...
Right.
Audacious
I think there should be room between where the track's going down and the ore patch, or if you want to make sure, you could put it just off to the north of it in that forest. Why am I walking?
I've got a station on my thing now.
Will an inserter be smart
put it under
about...
the patch.
Maybe a stupid question.
Just to the north of it would be better, so you can pull the railway line in. But I accept that requires clearing a lot more trees and cliffs. I can deal with the cliffs.
Trees.
I was going to do there.
Yeah. Half a dozen blocks further south, maybe.
Oh, there.
Yeah.
I do this. Will it be smart? Oh, you haven't got any resources, so you can piss off.
Yeah, I'm just thinking that I can. So if you see how I'm doing the miners at north-south. So it's just that having a little bit of space underneath to group it all up, balances on, and then pump the ore into it.
Why have you left gaps between some of those miners? Is it just because there isn't as much ore there, so you thought you might as well go a bit slower?
Yeah, so if you look at the top one, it's got 4.2k. Whereas compared to some of these ones here, so like the one I'm standing right next to now has got 693k.
Yeah, I guess I tend to pack miners in as close as possible so that the ore comes out as quickly as possible, and not worry too much about, and then just come back and scoop them all up again once the patch is dead.
Yeah, it's fair.
But your ways, it's slightly more efficient, slightly more efficient with miners, but slightly less efficient with time.
True. I mean, the question is, how much do we think time is going to be important?
Time is of the essence.
We are getting through quite a lot of copper, but I don't really know. Once we start coming in and dropping off an entire trainload of it at a time, it might stop being an issue. I'm trying to find where it's being. Oh, it's not being. Is it being dug up anymore?
Yeah.
Barely.
By Al. Al is standing on the copper patch.
Yeah. So we've got 4 miners pulling it up. One of which doesn't
have any fuel
or any belt.
Like Al's doing that too.
Okay. Cool.
I got this.
Excellent.
What have you got?
Well,
and is it contagious?
Yes.
Known each other for too long.
I'm pretty sure I was making jokes like that before I met you.
Yeah.
Okay, that should finish off the copper without actually stopping.
My biggest concern at the moment is coal. There is quite a large patch of coal, but we've dumped a bus straight across it, and the next patch of coal is off up to the north and relatively close to some biters. So...
Well, I advised about that patch of coal, and you built the bus across it.
So... Yeah, it was in the way of the bus, so it had to be built across.
So the flip side is we can use, if it doesn't need coal specifically, we could use wood.
That's
And
true. We
also,
do have a massive arboretum area, so we could just burn wood for power.
and as long as we're using rubber, we get essentially free charcoal.
Hmm.
And actually, we can presumably turn wood into wood chips.
Yes, we can.
Yes, you
And
do.
Definitely can.
decorate the walls.
Presumably wood
'Cause
chips get turned into charcoal.
You can also turn wood straight into charcoal, actually.
Okay. Yeah, so there are,
You
yeah,
get the exact same amount out total. So, yeah.
which makes a sort of sense. Okay, so we can, yeah, if we start trying to burn wood to make things, or actually we're going to have oil soon. We can possibly even make solid fuel.
Charcoal lasts twice as long as wood.
Set up mining station at the north point with guns and just leave it.
No, guns don't clear out spaces. They just defend spaces. You can't advance. The guns don't advance all by themselves.
I assume much as it would be helpful.
Yeah.
No, there is a mod which
Hmm.
you basically you build
tell it
battle
go.
droids, and it clears out ground for you.
Okay, so there's gradually creep forward. Yeah, that's what I meant. Turrets don't clear out spaces. They defend a space you've already cleared out.
Well, now I've got an inventory full of bloody bullets.
I've got science packs for some
Deconstruct
reason.
under objects. Oh,
Yeah, I got that at the same time. So
That's
that
not
one
easy.
was a server one.
no, it's just that I was here at the time.
Oh, and no one else comments.
I'm assuming I had to see them happen when I joined. Anything that you were there for, I am not privy to. Do not benefit from.
Right,
No.
I'm going to set up an oil processing facility because I think we're going to need quite a lot of it. I noticed that we need gunpowder in order to make grey science, so we're definitely going to need that relatively soon. So I'm thinking probably in this sort of area that I'm standing in at the moment is a sensible place to have the start off having oil processing.
Yep, seems reasonable.
Yep.
Have it expand up to the north.
Yeah.
Might we research lab speed if we're not doing anything? Or do we not have science actually going in?
We do have the science going in. We could
Oh, no,
research
it's
it.
really slow. Yeah, there we go. Squeeze. Okie dokie. Everyone's doing interesting stuff, and I'm just driving around. Ah, so many cliffs. I understand why some people just turn cliffs off.
Yeah.
I'll be honest.
Are you
Like,
one of those people?
Yeah. When they came out, I remember when they came out, I was really, really enthusiastic about it. I was like, yeah, it's going to be awesome. It's going to add so much variety to these factories. It's going to force such interesting gameplay. Played through once and just went, you know what?
Sod it.
Cool,
Don't
but so annoying.
Mm-hmm.
It basically forces cliff explosives.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Essentially, as you say, forces you to rush
Is
them.
the simple truth. Yeah, you very, very quickly acknowledge that actually.
Is our situation. This looks like the sort of thing that I'm told off for doing whenever I'm doing trains.
What? There's
Laurence is doing. These weird crossovers and things.
It's
no,
those two. The two tracks are a bit close together, but apart from that, it's fairly normal.
And that's because it's an exception to the normal layout.
Yeah.
That area.
Oh,
Well, that's the intercity train. You're not supposed to have a suburban.
we're going to need to make pumps at some point. Fluid handlings.
I will be helpful with some bots.
Hmm.
He says promptly using not bots to finish this up. Because it's just so much quicker.
Yeah, I was just not doing anything. I wasn't consciously doing the bot stuff.
I find, yeah, if you're building up, bots are useful when you're building up a large area of sort of lots of fiddly bits. Oh, I remember what I was doing down here. I was last week I was starting to produce red belts.
Could have put it on the to-do list, and then you wouldn't have had to remember.
Yeah. I can't remember why I stopped.
Currently making some chests, by the way.
Oh my. Yeah.
I was going to place them manually so I get the end ones.
Fair enough.
Because picking them up is awkward because you remove the wires.
My bad.
Pick up the other one you placed in the middle, and I'll paste it back.
Gears. I guess they are.
Okay. So I've linked the pylons as well, so as long as we put the end two on each side, it works fine.
Okay. Don't park on the belt.
Right, that's those two.
I saw a stray pylon around here which I removed from the blueprint. Was that necessary?
Probably want those two.
I hadn't thought about it at the time. No, it was a large one.
Thank you.
All right. No, that was probably just it was still there from the other one.
And it was. There we go.
Rubber. There's rubber.
I am rubber. You are
still
something and stick to
There
you.
we are. Gleaming.
Sweet.
Okay, I can't make a constant combinator.
Can you make
Are you able to make one?
A constant combinator.
Red number box.
Occasional combinator?
I am, yes. This is going to take
How about an LTN station?
LTN station.
Turns out
Which
I have some
another
fingers.
constant combinator.
A
Excellent.
second one.
Oh, excuse me.
Yep. Oh boy, that's going to take a while to make. But yes, I am.
Awesome. That station will just start working once those are placed.
I turn on my bots.
Bleep bloop.
Roberts.
Roberts.
Actually,
Roberts
it's
bots.
churning through these pocket crafting things in quite reasonable time.
We've already
Paul, how's
got
your
4K.
You are absolutely right there, Paul. What my wife and I used to share a study, and what she used to do was work hard in the evenings. Now she doesn't work at all. I can say that.
That'd be nice.
But she'd hear me just say random Factorio related things, and it's exactly that. I think the one that actually made her start to tweet about it and added to a list of things that she tweets about was when I very politely, because I didn't want to cause chaos to anybody else doing any work in a multiplayer Factorio game, said, "Does anyone mind if I start a small forest fire?" She just turned to me and went, "You what? What are you playing? What are you talking about, man? Like what? I just want to make sure that none of them are going to be,
inconvenienced.
in the forest fire, yeah. Which might become a very large forest fire because I probably won't pay attention to it once I start it."
I've had questions about. I think Beth coming upstairs, hearing me talking about lube and saying that's not what I wanted to hear.
We did have a lot of discussions about lube when we last played in our two-player game.
Yes, lube is important. There's always time for it.
Important. We need industrial quantities of it.
We did. We had to pipe it in.
Yeah.
You always need lube in the pipes.
Lube.
Whoa. Oh, I need green circuits as well for this, which is something we have loads of course.
Just quietly doing a little bit of scouting down here.
Uh-oh.
I like this massive lake we've got to our left.
Yes, that is a very nice lake. That is a nice boulder, lake.
I can actually, no, so far so good. I think I found the southern tip on the bite.
Hey, let me help. Oh, it didn't work.
The downside of lakes is they don't absorb pollution.
True. So we're
No,
gonna get some biters who are really, really upset, but on the plus side, they'll be on the other side of a lake.
There'll be a massive
Absolutely.
horde of them that suddenly arrive.
I think lube pipes are fairly good at self-lubing, to be fair.
Is that you, Al, trying to give my box instructions to tear down a forest?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Just dig up all of the forest while you're there.
So you might need
Just
wood.
sorry.
You should probably wait for your bot though.
Oh, there's only 6 nests in that base. Mike, you might as well just go in and take them out yourself.
Yeah, you can do
Yes.
it.
I can
1,
say
2, 3,
2,
4,
3,
5, 6,
Yeah,
7.
you are absolutely correct. Is that 2 spitter? 3 spitter, 3 biter? Yeah. I might as well just go for it right now.
And it's a
With
quicker
all
way.
of this,
It's a quicker way of getting back to the factory as well.
with all of these pipes and things. Actually, Mike, it looks like you have left some bots behind from before. It wasn't
probably.
me. If any of our stuff was, accidentally explodable.
Pretty sure all of our stuff is
basically,
accidentally
We have
explosible.
explosives on hand. It's just usually, sudden unplanned decompression. But it doesn't actually happen, and I really feel like we could probably.
I don't think we can set stuff on fire yet, unfortunately. Yeah, I mean, otherwise it'd be quite convenient because we could use that forest that's down there next to that biter base you just discovered to, well, get rid of the biters.
Duncan Steel.
True that.
But unfortunately, what's most frustrating about this game is that you don't actually is that when you set a forest fire, it doesn't actually destroy the trees; it just turns them into trunks, which you still have to then go in and mine up by hand anyway.
Or by vehicle.
Or by vehicle, yes.
I thought it. I'm sure I remember it really seriously thinning out the number of trunks.
Maybe it does. I'm not sure.
So I'm sure, like, when you set a forest fire, it's a much sparser, like, forest to.
It certainly looks sparser, but I don't know whether that's just because you've got rid of all the green bits on the top of the sort of fluffy tree lollipop things.
Like a true Londoner.
I'm not really a Londoner, I promise. How do you make all this stuff?
These power poles are not sufficient for that station.
You must construct additional pylons.
Because they do not reach all of the...
We need
yeah.
power poles.
Yeah.
It is known.
You could just put one on the other side of the track.
Eclectic motors. Oh, wait.
Yeah, that doesn't reach.
You can put one here. That doesn't reach.
There is, ladies and gentlemen.
You can put one here.
An isthmus.
Yep.
Not sure where you're talking about, Al, by the way.
Well,
what do you
put
need?
your bots on and it'll build it for you.
If we have a giant wall,
Yeah, but there's no point having one there because those chests aren't being loaded.
Oh yeah. There's nothing going in them. I was more focused on the annoying flashing things than the actual inert squares in between them. Stop flashing. We know. You turn them off, so it doesn't matter.
I still need eclectic motors. Pipes and pistons come from there. Right.
We've already got 3 empty.
No, fortunately, there's no Factorio mod I'm aware of that actually analyzes how much current is flowing through your pipes and sets fire to things if you're drawing too much current.
And steam is also infinitely compressible, apparently.
No, fluids are limited on how much you can have flowing through, I'm afraid.
Oh, well, it's not been a problem yet.
No, but I think we've just not been using all that much steam on the grand scale of things.
It's kind of interesting considering how much we are using.
Yeah.
I suppose we've toned it down since we started using electricity.
Yeah, we are gradually phasing out the usage of steam power. Oh, bugger, I need copper for this as well.
Have lots of fear. We are near.
What they have effectively done is made it impossible to just block upgrade something from steam to electricity.
Yes, I think that's a lot. I think that's sort of the point. Yeah.
Also, you can't have a blueprint that deletes some things and replaces them with other things.
Hmm.
Oh, Al, you've not updated the LDN settings.
Oh wow.
What am I supposed to
Oh,
do? No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
you're like one job. One
Oh
job.
no, that was a thing to do in once I was playing. That's why.
Okay. Can you do that, please? Because we're about to have a train turn up and want to run away before it's.
Oh,
What
those.
would you like me to do? What am I supposed
So
to do?
if you in settings, mod settings, on the map ones,
Hope this is copper.
Oh,
stop timeout.
these are all grayed out.
Set that to 0. Yeah, you need to be admin presumably.
Oh, how do I do that?
I don't know. It's your server.
Have you set?
I already am admin, or I have to turn it on.
Do we have crushers being made on the
Yes.
Woo! Whereabouts?
Yes.
Gleeman. I will have a loosey for them.
About
and
there.
There.
In fact,
Gleeman.
I think in that this area has what I believe are assembly machines and crushers and mixers, all in fairly
but I'm
close
not an
proximity
admin.
to each other.
It didn't work
Gleeman.
apparently. That's annoying.
I'm tempted.
It's possible that. No, I'm sure I've updated it.
If I put
Sure,
crushers
it
there
was
and
fine.
smeltery heat. Ooh, that's a bit in front of the boss.
Come on, cog faster. Cog, 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 cog.
I'm just looking for a good place to do a smeltery.
A smeltery deltery.
How
I
about
think
here?
logically iron there, copper there, and iron there.
Yeah.
Unless anyone has any substantial objections.
Okay, yeah, we don't need any fuel to be pumped in, so it is just bring in ore and take out plates.
Do we have electric smelters?
Yes. Yes. They're just a little. They're just south of the other things I pointed you to. They're the ones that look like R2D2s.
Excellent. In that case, yes, just massive amounts of electricity.
Cool. Is that a thing we have?
Is that going to be a problem?
I was just wondering that. Yeah, we're currently using 31/36, so about 90% of our electricity supply.
Okay.
So that might be another thing to be expanded.
We're making it out of coal and water.
Yeah. Although we should start making it out of wood and water because we have more wood than we have coal.
I vaguely remember you made the next repair pack up from paper.
Paper. Yes, there are iron repair packs somewhere on the bus.
Saw them a second ago.
Here. Pong? Pong.
Oh, yeah, I was never going to see that. I could barely tell it was anything against its background.
It's a hammer and sickle. No, a screwdriver and spanner crossed over.
I'm generically inclined to put in a whole nother power station.
Generically or genetically?
Any objections?
No. Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, because there's quite a lot of space sort of around this area that's conveniently close to stuff, but generally unused, and there's water
Should
there.
I do two? Well, it needs fuel. That's the problem.
We want to fuel this off wood or charcoal or or something along those lines. So
I was going to put it, or I was tempted to put it up here somewhere.
or here.
And take wood from the arboretum. Yeah, that would work. Yes, because there's an arboretum there with lots of spare wood. The arboretum is
right above it, so you could just pull straight from there. Although Tristan was saying that you get twice as much energy out if you turn it into charcoal first, so it might be worth having a bit of a wood burning setup on the way through.
Crusher, I think.
Are you just saying let's put a power station near the power station?
No. I'm saying let's put a power station near the old steam station.
Yes.
20 boilers and 40 furnaces, that's what I want, isn't it?
Wait, is that not made out of
steam engines?
Yeah, that sounds right. Also, potentially plus crushers and kilns.
Where's the crushers?
There's 20 boilers. Crushers and kilns. Oh, for charcoal.
Boilers and steam engines are being made here.
Where I'm
Oh,
standing.
so not crushers, just
Oh yes, you are
kilns.
standing there. Sorry, I missed you.
That's right.
Okay, apparently
You don't need crushers.
Apparently you don't need to crush it first. Just need to kiln it.
Crushing it gives you no benefit. It just turns it into wood chips in the middle.
Okay.
So
I
just a
don't
kiln then
think I'm
to-
making. I don't think I've set up kiln manufacturing.
No, I think I've made them by hand each time. To be honest, you
What
can
will-
nick the bottom one off the rubber production area, because the top 3 are currently
There
running.
we go.
What I'm thinking for the moment is I will just set out to generically take wood straight, but with an option for us to upgrade that to a fuel line which has charcoal on it later. Or I could just take charcoal off the bus.
Take it off. Buff.
Charcoal
What
on
are
the
these doing
bus is very limited. I mean, it's there to be used, but
Yeah,
it will run out.
There's no harm in taking it off the bus just to make sure that gets used up, because I don't think we've got anything that needs charcoal.
No.
Yes.
I think anything that uses charcoal can use coal. That I've seen, at least.
Okay.
That should be. Oh yes, yeah, it is that.
Crikey. Pumps are being made rather quicker than I expected. Okay, we have loads of pumps. I shall bring some over to that station area.
Pump up the jam.
No,
We
pump up the
nearly have
oil.
our first full copper train.
Excellent. I noticed the iron
I would
supply
like
at the
iron.
bottom of the bus was starting to lack a little bit, but that could be, well, anything.
You're using all for the pumps.
I don't think so. I think it's being used elsewhere. But yeah, it is all. How much is coming in, and is it just getting? Yeah, there's almost 2 solid yellow belts going in.
That's tin.
And then it's just all getting drunk up. One of the belts is getting turned into plates, and then that's just getting eaten up by other stuff, I think. We do now have red belts being produced though, so we can potentially go through and upgrade. And I was thinking, yeah. That's an interesting thought, actually. So if you
it's taking ages.
Thinking in real life for a moment, I know if you refine wood into charcoal, it burns a lot hotter, but presumably you don't actually get any more energy out of it than you do if you just burn the wood.
Yeah, you get twice as much energy.
That's why I said in real life.
Oh right, yeah.
Who knows? It's all black science. It's like black magic, but it works.
Apparently, it's also fuel pollution 50%.
Oh, maybe that's because you produce the other half of the pollution when you went in from the kiln.
Quite possibly.
Oh, good grief! I haven't.
Or that might be the process of turning it into charcoal produces half the pollution that burning the wood would.
Wood?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, oil refineries take a lot of stuff to make. Quite a lot of it's here though, for making science labs, just not concrete. Do we have? Can I spaghetti?
Someone thinks they're funny. Renaming stations.
Oh.
Proper bus one.
Oh yes.
I don't think I restarted the server when I did myself admin, so it hasn't picked up the change.
Ah.
Although
I
the number of times it bloody well demands that I upgrade Docker. I go, right, go on then. Apparently it never has.
Maybe it's upgraded to Docker, but not the. Oh, I see. Because if it would have restarted the server if it had upgraded the Docker, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
It had to.
My only option is upgrade and restart or snooze. I can't skip it. I have to pay for Windows Docker if I want to skip an update.
I was going to say, to be fair, you can't. If you're just running Windows, sometimes you get updates you can't skip as well. It just says it won't let you do just do a shutdown. It will only let you do an upgrade and shutdown. That's just
This
the Windows.
science is in poor supply. I assume it's made of something we have not very much of, like iron.
The blue one, presumably.
Hmm.
I have another 2 here. I'll put them on the belt. There you go.
Green circuits we're short of for that.
Oh, it's green circuits, I think. Yes.
They're in some supply.
Yes.
Ooh, they
As
come from
opposed to
there.
blue science.
Oh, we're halving the output. The input. Oh, we have enough stuff. It's just that we need to expand it again, like we did last time. So
which one do we have enough stuff for?
We have enough stuff for the green science.
Okay.
Oh,
I like the way that I can't walk through the pipe because that would be wrong.
Is there something completely
walk
different that
through
you can walk through?
between the machines which are connected by pipes. Because
Okay,
that is
that's
fair,
quite wrong.
reasonable, and of course naturally what you would do.
assemblers. How do I find those? They are up at the top.
Assemblers assemble.
Steam ones specifically. We can't really afford to put any more electric on the bus.
I've just discovered
We can
that cargo
put more.
wagons are a lot bigger in this. They're twice the size.
Oh,
They have 80 slots.
that is.
That's why it's taking so long. It was waiting for us to have
A
the
lot more
full
fuel than
40
expected.
slots. And yes, so I noticed that it looked like it was ready to leave, but wasn't leaving.
Oh, I see. Because you'd put 40 slots worth in, and that wasn't enough.
You can send it anyway. Get something
It's
going.
nearly finished now.
Okay. Steam. It's so difficult to find stuff.
It is, and then you find something. Oh yeah, that's what I want, and you go, oh my god, how many things does that require?
Where did my
Like rivets. Pipes are difficult. In fact, let's not even make pipes there because they're on the bus.
How about frogs?
Factorio map search mod? Map search box. Beast Finder, Factorio mods. Find where your factory items and fluids are made, used, or stored.
Oops. What? What am I doing? Stop being an idiot.
There is one. Have a train plan a path. Oh, okay. How strange.
Oh.
Apparently Alt Tab being
I take credit for that.
because you couldn't make a short path between X and Y. They're very far apart. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. It was going from one place to basically the same place, but via the other mine or something.
Oh.
I mean, if it works.
Iron beams. This is so complicated.
If it's stupid and it works, it ain't stupid.
Oh.
If it's stupid and it works, it can still be stupid. It just works, so it doesn't matter.
Iron beams.
Steam assemblers. Thank you very much. Moving on. Yes, there's a certain amount of things look like they're being made for another recipe, but they're also being output, but you can't tell that.
Heck.
All over the place because they're being compact.
This is going to start some sort of working.
This spaghetti is getting worse.
I don't
and
like
worse.
those words. Where are you, Mike?
I am here.
Are you?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're building power where the oil goes.
Yep.
Ah.
Why are we building it there?
There's
Fair enough.
water.
Yeah, there's water here and there's a source of wood nearby.
I thought you were going to build it up there in the cliff that then Laurence gets to explode.
I was going to, but then there were complaints, and so I can't put that there.
I can't imagine anyone in this
It's
group
gonna-
complaining.
Oh, I need those steam inserters that I said we'd never use.
This spaghetti is
Well,
making me sad.
If you need them.
Don't look.
That's probably easier than. That's probably better than me getting even more out of the system.
Where are you?
Somewhere in the middle near the trees.
Do you have a postcode to go with that?
E17.
They're either in your inventory or in the car now. I don't know which.
They are in the car.
Yes, Paul, that's a good question. Where is your Spidertron? Have you built one yourself yet?
I didn't even build one last time, and we were well geared for it.
Yeah, we just sort of we got to the Spidertron is a sort of a post-end game thing, really. You don't tend to build them until after you've finished.
Yeah.
Oh God, electric motors as well. My brain hurts.
Oh, that's not enough. More.
Please, sir, can I have some more?
Yeah.
A very different
Nope,
version of Oliver
loads.
Twist.
People ask for more all the time.
Half this power station is active.
Ooh, that's a good start.
There's some very fast belts not really being usefully fast.
I need to go to the other half. I'd go back down here to collect some more engines. As a note, boilers stack in 50s, steam engines stack in 10s.
Right.
Both chests were capped to one slot.
Okay, so there weren't remotely enough steam engines.
Yep. So
Okay.
I've uncapped the steam engines for now.
Okay.
There's
Yeah, I
enough of
imagine
them.
we'll probably end up needing quite a lot of them at various points.
I will, cap them back up again
That's
at something
backed up.
sensible.
Yeah, makes sense.
It's smart of this belt here to be loading onto both sides and then immediately halving itself again.
Oh, we've unlocked a research. Air purification removes pollution.
Ooh, that might be worth having if it does reasonably well.
Uses either charcoal or gold foil.
Okay. Either. Interesting.
Yes, they're two different recipes.
Neither.
Gold foil is 2.5 times more effective.
Right.
Well, recipe pollution 100% for the charcoal one, 250% for the gold foil one.
Right. Oh, for goodness sake! How many things do I need to make
Given that
these chemicals?
do arboretums also reduce pollution?
Yes, but only very
Yes.
very tiny amounts.
True, but it's still something. So if you have an arboretum growing wood, which you then convert into charcoal, which you use to reduce pollution, that should hopefully.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, I've run out of.
I'd have to do the calculations on it. It would be stupid if that was a net pollution increasing process. Because why would you ever bother?
Because it's a way to use up the charcoal that you're producing as a side effect of making rubber. Perhaps.
Well, none of the things you just said actually generate pollution. I suppose the arboretums are powered.
Yeah, but that's the kiln will to turn the wood into charcoal.
Yeah. So the kiln produces 0.2 per minute when it's running. The arboretum reduces by 3 per minute when it's running.
And you probably have more arboretums than kilns because arboretums are really,
the-
really, really slow.
Yeah, and the air purification tower is minus 12 a minute.
Okay.
That's full.
Actually got a system which
Can help a bit.
yeah. I've got to think about the. So I think it needs to be done on a cost per unit of charcoal basis rather than on a time basis, because you're not going. Oh, rather, I think that'd be easier to do rather than it should be done that way, because you're not going to have the same. This system is not connected up.
Laurence, do those red belts come with red inserters?
Red inserters exist. They are around somewhere. They're long-handled inserters, not fast though.
Splitters.
Oh, yes, I've now built up red splitters and red underground belts as well. They're all on the bus.
So So yeah, rather than trying to work out all the timings and how many arboretums are required to keep a charcoal kiln going and so on.
Yes, yes, you want to
I think
work
the
it out
easiest
for.
to say this tree takes 5 minutes to go through a arboretum for the sake of argument, 30 seconds to go through a charcoal kiln, and then 2 minutes through a purifier, which gives me a net total of N carbon.
No, you were right the first time when you said you work it out for just work it out per charcoal that goes through the system, and then
Yeah.
don't
You
worry
almost
about
don't care
timing.
about pollution. You just go, this is a pollution reduction thing. I balance it so that it's running at full speed, basically.
Yes.
Yep.
And it removes however much it removes.
Yep. Yes, sir. On a different note, Christy, could I have a station here, please?
Sure. Do you have a station? Or what are you after?
A station.
Station. So what I want
What I really want.
is a. So I'm going to start putting in a copper. Oh, actually, do I want? Let me have a think. Never mind. I would like one sort of there-ish, and probably one there-ish.
You go.
So my reasoning is I want to create a copper smeltery.
Yeah.
So I have a set of crushers. So it need input of copper ore, set of crushers to crush it down into.
Basically, you want 2 stations end to end, but not on the same track. One dropping off copper, one picking up copper.
Yeah, one dropping off copper or one picking up copper ingots.
Yeah.
Bear in mind that place where you pinged is where the bus is going.
Yes.
We don't want to have a station in the middle of the bus because it's probably going to be too big to underground past.
If you give me
a
moment to get the stations in radar range, I will have a measurement thing to work out how long 2 stations will have to be.
I mean, from my perspective, I mean, could you put? You could put them one on either side of the rail. It's a bit grim, but it's doable. It also requires me to then take all of the product from one end of the bus to the other. No, so from one end of the smeltery to the other.
Which doesn't necessarily matter. Or
no, that's true.
Or if you've got a planned size, you put one there or wherever it needs to be, and one way further south there.
Yeah, so I mean that might well be the thing. At the moment, I will be brutally honest and say I don't have a plan.
Except that bottom one is going to be in the way of the bus.
When it curls over.
Yeah.
Hey Mark, no, this Monday, whatever day it is. Yeah, Mondays are for Industrial Revolution, so we're got the other mod today.
I assume you're going to put different metal over there. Is your plan?
Me?
If you're doing that one.
Lawrence, why does your
I wasn't going to put one. I was going to put one up there for iron.
Yep,
I believe it means redacted, but it says retracted, and I'm very confused.
They sort
redacted
of both
as in taken back.
Yeah.
Rather than redacted as in blocked out.
Yeah, that's true. If I'd removed it, it would be redacted. He removed it, so it was retracted.
I see.
I guess.
So he's used message retracted to say hello. That's a new thing.
It's how all the cool kids are doing it these days.
Well, yeah. So if I just upgrade this, it should work.
You know, the one thing I've not started making. Oh no, I was going to say not started making is pipes, but actually I have got pipes on the bus, just sort of incidentally on the bus, not off the bus, from the bus, whatever. So let's pick up a load of these as well.
That's as close as it can go to the main track.
Yeah, thank you.
Using these
tanks.
The problem with using local bots is I have to use my local inventory as their, chest.
We could squeeze it in before the bus.
Why aren't you doing your job, you little bastards?
You prefer it like that, Mike?
I am leaning towards north-south for expandability reasons. Yeah, so what
You
I'm
do not
thinking is
need to
if I
upgrade those.
start off with the crushers, for the sake of argument, down like that,
Nice
and then
straight
the
line. Yep.
furnaces back up again, like that. So
Yep.
you end up with this U-shaped loop.
Okay, so you have 2 stations here.
Yeah.
You have
Unless you think that's a mad idea.
no, I've got something like that in my space exploration one. So like that, but with sensibly spaced.
Yeah, I mean that was just for.
Yeah, so I had a rather busy weekend and didn't have time to get in a stream over the weekend, I'm afraid. The Wednesday one will still go ahead as normal, though. Don't worry. It's just the just the weekend one that got skipped. Yeah, I'm still definitely playing space exploration.
It's been difficult. Glass. I'm having fun chasing the source of the bottleneck down the line. Didn't get a space exploration stream, Laurence.
I know. I
complaining.
was just talking about that, but I wanted, but I muted for it while I was doing it. Yeah, well, I had a busy weekend. Sometimes real life takes over. I'm pretty sure that all of my scheduling things say that space exploration streams at the weekend will happen as and when,
Whenever you want.
basically if I've got time for it. So that's how it works, I'm afraid.
I mean, there was a Borderlands stream that you missed.
A borderline stream.
My bots don't like building everything they're asked to build.
Is that because you've run out of power?
No.
Or run out of
Because
things
they
to
don't build
with?
something else. They're just ignoring that thing. So if I bring something else in range, they build that.
Okay.
They're ignoring one
There's
thing.
probably a bot that's trying to build it, but is 3 miles away and is on its way.
That's usually how it happens.
I think I've got all 10. No, I've got 9. Oh.
There you go. Yeah, it's just south of you. It's nearly caught up.
Oh, hello. I was repairing something, huh?
It's still holding the repair pack from when it was. They can hold a repair pack and something else.
Well, it should be a bit quicker because I'm driving into things a lot. And we can't just...
But Mike, how much space would you like for those belts that are coming out of that station? Or would you prefer the stations the other way around?
Which way around are they right now?
Oh my god, how far away is Laurence being made?
So realistically, it's going to need 6
pipes.
wide.
Or ice cream, depending on
access, isn't it, to get all the belts in?
I recognise that reference.
That makes sense.
You can squeeze it in tighter, but yeah,
wasn't it
to
tighter? No one was
make
listening.
it nice.
Sensibly. Yeah.
The 2 more.
Yeah. I have no real objection to the next station being length next to it, so there. Unless you think that would be too congested.
I think
What did you fix?
it's getting close to the bus, and it's people are going to be building out both ways.
Yeah, no, that's a fair point.
It would be somewhere like there.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, I'm gonna fit. So yeah, in that case, if we can have 6, and then
trap
6
myself
again, and let's just hope that
Like that.
Sorry, 2 seconds.
Has anyone got any pipes I can shove in my inventory? Steam pipes.
We've got 4 players in total, I think.
Oh dear.
Is that right?
Something
Yep.
wrong.
Well, then you can count.
I wasn't sure I could 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, I can count. You're right. Yeah, four players. Seems like a reasonable number.
Oh, that's got a bit
You have the
close.
same information that chat has, so if they can't tell, how are you supposed to?
If it's gonna work.
I have the ability to open the map up, though. They don't.
Yeah, that
Or
should work.
would you like them the other way around, actually?
Uh,
then you bring up the outputs up the side, either side, or half of each side.
Output can be underneath. That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
But the other way around to how they are now.
Please, if that's all right.
Yeah, no problem.
Thank you.
Rage! See, just build them in the order I put them down, and I won't have to keep pissing around. Filling in the
Can't go
gaps that
better.
you've left behind, because I don't have enough stuff. Be this one. Ta-da!
Gloop.
I am working on background improvements while everybody else works on advancements.
It's all important work,
Wrong way.
depending on what you mean by background improvements.
These are crushers. That's why it didn't fucking work. Are crushers on the bus belt?
Electric crushers?
Jingle.
Yes, I believe so.
No.
Oh.
The other type.
Well, upgrade them to
Boring.
electric.
We don't, unless Mike's actually done well.
Mike has done. He's done a thing.
Right.
Are they called crushers? Yeah, there must be. Where
Yeah.
are they? How's our electric then? Well, no, maybe it is a mixer.
Now done something intelligent.
Mixers and crushers are both down there.
Yeah, it's a musher.
Mike has caused more electricity, which is definitely a good thing.
Those are far away. Can I get a bot to bring them?
No, we don't have logistics bots yet, sadly.
Hello, Hinko. There are 4 of us.
I did answer that. Tristan congratulated me for being able to count, even though it took me a couple of tries to
I
work it
wasn't
out.
Mike's doing
Clearly.
his best. Okay. Just thinking about power.
I'm always generous.
We are okay. We're only about a third now.
A third of a player.
Sure. Let's go with that.
Okay.
Right. What are you made of? Steam assembler. Total raw. God knows what that is. It's not assembler, you bastard. Presumably that's copper. So I'm just going to pick up some copper. Oh look, we've satisfied copper for a while. Copper for days. It was copper. Aha, good guess.
Have we got... Oh, we have.
I'm going to stand here until the bot builds it.
Oh, that makes a bit more sense. To make red wires now costs 10 copper wires instead of requiring circuitry, because it is actually just a network cable.
Yeah, that's good.
Makes sense.
I thought so.
Does it require a finessing in the internal cladding?
No, you don't actually need any sort of cladding, any sort of insulator in the middle of it. So it's not 100% realistic, but you know, it's getting there. Oh, bloody hell.
Crushers. Do we think I'm going a little bit overboard on this crushing here?
That's all the things.
I mean, this is Factorio. If the answer is, am I making too much of this thing? The question is that. The answer is always no. So...
No worries, in that case.
Right, so the question is, should I do some more of these? Question, for example, should I leave space to double that area before I put the belts in? The answer is yes.
Where are those red wires I made? Oh, I made 20, a lot of them.
It's nice to see Mike embracing technology.
Is he finally using bots? Wow.
And they're so slow and inefficient.
They are very slow. They're good when you've got something
faster
fiddly
and
and you're happy to wander away from for a little while.
Well, you can't wander away from it because you're out of range, aren't you?
Sorry, well, you wander away with the map and look at something else while you're thinking about it is actually what I meant. I know it's not what I said, but it's what I sort of really meant.
Fair enough, fair enough. That then. That?
Okay, so now we are basically... The bottleneck has been pushed all the way to silica production.
Oh, were we short of glass?
For which I blame Mike.
Yep,
Yeah, only because I
almost
upgraded.
level.
Hello, hello! I have a viewer.
Hello, hello.
Hello. Hello, says,
Hello.
how's everybody doing today? It's very loud down here. I'm sorry, I'm shouting over the industrial machines.
Yeah, it is quite a loud mod pack. Actually, that said, I've just zoomed in on some assemblers and they're not very loud. I think the map mode just must be quieter or something.
Nice and
Oh no, some noise over here.
nice and glowingly radar-y when you're looking at that.
Ooh,
Why are you repairing the tree?
Tristan has made some sort of weird sculpture. I mean, I know it's a CO2 scrubber, but it looks like some sort of weird pipe sculpture. It might be because I went to a sculpture garden yesterday, and it looks like the sort of things we might have discovered there.
Do we have small wooden poles on the
Yes, so somewhere in the middle of the early belt.
Somewhere in the middle of the early belt. No worries.
I would expect so, but I can't see them off the top.
Loud is good.
Oh yes, here we go, right in the middle here.
Yeah, like I said.
Yeah, you were quite right.
No worries.
It's a bit of a trek,
Looks
but
like I'm going on a trek to get these things.
So,
Those
but
mixes,
yeah,
the
loud
chemicals.
does mean yelling over the top of the things. Trying to make yourself heard.
yeah, I've turned down the
Please.
volume of Factorio for that, basically for that reason.
Have you considered a vehicle, Mike?
Scary things in
That's interesting.
Factorio 101. Walking up the belt to find a monowheel with Altries in it coming whizzing down the other way. Ah, run for the hills! There are no hills.
Run for the cliffs, because he'll probably drive them to them.
I'd like to take back everything negative I said about cliffs. I can now hide behind them as I was driving.
To be fair, you can do the same with assembly machines.
Through that. I have
You do
considered
the
a
same
vehicle,
with
but
power
someone
poles. It's
keeps
very
stealing
Bugs
my
Bunny.
car.
I mean,
Right. So what I
it's
might
quite
do
likely.
is upgrade.
Hmm.
Oh gosh.
Gosh.
Fine. I have no proper inserters. Where are they being made? Right next to me. Oh, that's really helpful.
That's convenient.
Convenient. They're on a large line of them. I don't need long handos. I
Well,
just need normal handos.
don't take the long handos then.
There we go.
She said.
I wonder which scapegoat is going to end up with my spares in their inventory.
No, it's you who gets the random junk dumped in their inventory. You can't go upsetting the natural order of things.
Natives. There's flashing things over here, Mike. Oh, there's not enough wood for your new power. Out.
That's genuinely quite awkward.
We're not growing, just not growing,
Oh,
growing
really
it fast
possible.
enough. Too
Put
many
this area
showers,
into
not enough
charcoal.
growers.
Does that mean I maybe shouldn't
Right.
upgrade these to electric?
How
Possibly,
irritated would you be if I moved the station down slightly? The bottom
What are you
station.
making?
As long as you're willing to help move the. How far is slightly?
Oh, I see.
Uh,
Where's all this concrete going?
Nominally, it's not a problem.
two track widths, so 4 tiles.
Most of it's going into blue science production, Al.
Shouldn't be a problem.
Hmm.
Yeah, that doesn't even affect anything, I don't think.
Although that said,
Yep,
quite a bit
I
of it is also
deliberately
going
tried to
into science. Chemical plants and oil refineries.
So I deliberately tried to leave as much space as I could. Oh, I see, that's not quite fair. I deliberately tried to leave a respectable amount of space, so that essentially it wouldn't matter.
Out. Despite having clicked on several chests and noticed that I clicked on the wrong one to begin with, I still picked up the wrong thing and then went with it. Please let me go. I just want. That was fun.
Mia, let me go.
Hollow, you do not need to apologize for missing streams. It's not. It just makes me die inside. No.
Keep doing it. Keep doing it.
Everyone's got a real life. I've missed some
Citation
streams
needed.
because of real life.
I have a real life? Wait, what?
If you didn't have a real life, you'd be in my streams because there's nothing else to do as well. Even though you're not really interested in what we're doing.
I mean, I think I watched a stream of yours once.
And then real life got in the way. Where am I going?
Sure.
Oh, it produces water. Dope.
Sometimes real life is I don't want to.
I think you said that last week as well, Laurence.
Ooh,
This is the problem with playing
Does
once
ring
a
a bell?
week. I forget it all.
right. You can have these back. Can I please have the mixers, which is what I actually asked for in my head.
In my head.
Or the weird little bots.
Hmm?
They're really annoying little bots, these are.
Everything is. Everything is.
That kind of hurts.
Hurting.
This,
These fucking cliffs.
this makes me slightly sad, but I don't know. I suppose there's no reason you can't bolt two different types of pipe together.
You can bolt them together.
Um,
I don't recommend making one end,
Hmm.
the tube parts connect.
Oh,
Don't
yeah,
you
half
get corrosion issues with that? Because that's what sacrificial lumps. You bolt a sacrificial lump to something,
Oh,
and it corrodes instead of the main
yeah.
thing.
I think that's zinc that you do that with. I think.
Basically, the metals are all in an order, and
Oh,
so
okay.
any further along, and zinc's fairly far along.
Oh, I could underground these. Let's try that. I always have an odd number of underground belts. Can someone explain this to me? It's a phenomenon.
Because someone else built one of them,
Yeah,
or
I've
you
got.
drove into one.
I had an odd number of underground
Can't
belts as
drive
well,
into
so maybe
them.
it was me.
Try as I might.
Oh, you can't drive
drive
into underground belts. I was thinking of
Oh,
pipes.
underground belts. So yeah, I was thinking pipes as well.
Well, clearly Al said pipes then, and if we both.
That seems likely, doesn't it?
really
Yeah,
like
it's
it.
probably Al's fault. Let's just blame him.
It often is.
Lawrence, would I be
Hello.
right in thinking you need a station?
Yes, please. I was going to ask you about that at some point. I just hadn't got around to it yet. If you've got any
I am.
fluid tanks, that'd be great.
No.
I've run out of conveyor belts. What is this?
Yeah, very
I
helpful.
used all my
Thank you.
fluid tanks on my. Oh no, I didn't use them for fluid wagons. They're
This one?
just similar recipes.
Try output there.
How far did I draw that? I can't tell because the map's in the way. Okay, I didn't hit anything. That's good.
There. That one. That one. Got it. Just picking on tiny little squares in case there's a chest in them. And in case the chest has what I want in it. Bonk. Right. Go.
I just noticed that this station is apparently requesting copper ore.
Probably could stand to.
Yeah, I hadn't
upgrade
put
these
the
as well.
thing in.
Yeah, I've just put one down.
Thank you.
We're gonna quickly hit our new limit unless we fix that power.
Holy long reach, Batman.
Because I'm adding more electric stuff. And
We're only at about half power being used.
yeah, for now, till something else dies, and then we have to run around. Although with multiple people, it's a lot easier to fix that. Ooh,
Yeah,
it's
you
not
say,
too many
Mark,
brushes
we're out of
being-
power,
Sorry.
and it magically fixes itself.
If you're heading
Have you
north, I'll come.
in my car?
I have. You,
Oh,
you,
on
seem,
Steam,
you seem to be
actually.
heading north, so I thought I'd come with you.
Trying to head south.
Steam's bouncing around. Maybe I'll make more of that.
I'm not really genuinely trying south.
No, I was trying to head to here,
Zoom.
so you know that this works.
Fair enough.
Trying to adhere.
If the
The Duda bites. Every time I drive around, there's a new construction in the way that I have to.
Easy to remove the trees in front of me than it is to try and drive around them.
Yeah, it
That's
doesn't
how
work on
hard it
boilers.
is to drive.
I mean, they can be removed. We just kind of want them.
Yeah, it doesn't work if you just drive into them. You
Through
have to
here? No. Through
act
here?
in a special way.
Let's have
Yes,
a look. What
maybe.
we got?
Yeah, this looks manageable.
You
Uh,
and you.
What?
Why are you pausing?
Tick, 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 tick.
I'm quite confused by what you're doing. Oh, there you go. You are moving.
I was wondering if you're talking to me then.
Gravel. Gravel.
Oh, phew. Just had enough underground belts. Right.
One.
Need to restock on them.
I mean, these don't need upgrading, actually.
Chug, 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 chug.
Oh, I see what you mean. You can walk in between where the machines are connected together without a pipe. Why has this machine got... Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, just discovered why I have so much red wire.
Plus
Why
3,
not?
Make
Mark.
10 at a
There's
time.
4 of us in total. Yeah, it's twisted pairs. It's obviously unlike a network cable. There's
I'm going to
10
have a
wires
lie
in it.
down. Messed up my back and it hurts to sit at the computer. What have you done to your back? You've got to be more careful, Hollow. I assume that you've gone by now because I wasn't looking. But thanks for being here. See you soon.
I'm assuming this is dropping off oil, Laurence.
Yes, this is an oil drop-off station. That is correct. It just needs a load of tanks, and tanks are difficult because they require those anti-corrosion.
Corrosion resistance.
Yeah. The there isn't an obvious hole in the pollution where you put those air purification towers in. Maybe we need about a bajillion of them.
Yeah, if you look at the pollution production stuff, they're not the forestries are doing more than them.
Yeah,
But then we have a lot
to be
more
fair, there are a lot more.
forestries.
There's like 80 forestries, so
yeah.
Where are
Yeah,
the
What is this recipe? You grind
anti-pollution
gravel.
things?
So at the bottom of the bus, there's pollution scrubbers.
Ah, I getcha.
yeah. Even
Thank
actually,
you.
that said, even if we did have as many pollution scrubbers as we do forestries, they'd still be producing a lot less pollution. Sorry, absorbing a lot less pollution. So the forestries do appear to be better. But then if we can just get a massive cluster somewhere that's just pulling in, that's just a loop of forestries and charcoaleries and pollution purification towers.
Forestry say -3 per minute.
Oh wait,
And
I was looking at the
the
looking at the wrong thing. I was looking at trees, not forestries. There's 165 of them, and they're doing 1 each. What?
No, because that says there's 24 purification towers and there's 2.
Yeah.
So it's 165 per minute is what it's telling you. It's really unhelpful.
That's weird. Yeah, because on everything else, items are
On kills at least, or buildings. On items, so you're looking at pollution.
yeah.
So this is the equivalent of items, which
I
are how
guess
many
so.
of that item is produced.
Maybe.
But yeah, I think I was saying last week I would prefer it if it's on pollution. It said
It should be the number of
number of
buildings on one
machines.
side and the number per minute on the other side, rather than rather than having the same number on both sides, which is essentially meaningless.
Yeah.
You suppose the recipes that say 1 to 2x have a 50-50 chance of giving 1 or 2? Or do you suppose it's weighted?
It's a good question.
Do you suppose the average is 1.5?
I would expect so, but I don't have evidence to back that up.
No.
They can say 1.5 of something or 0.5 of something.
Hmm.
And
yeah, but that's the same every time, isn't it?
no, if it's
Yeah.
1.5, it can't produce 1.5. It produces 1 half the time and 2 half the time. But it tends to be random. It does mean you have the amusing ones in space exploration where 50% of the time it produces good data, 49% of the time it produces bad data, and so sometimes it produces good data and bad data.
Yes, and it tends.
Technically, if you're really lucky, you only have to make the first memory card, and it just loops around forever.
Yes. In theory, yes. In theory, that's possible.
That's the
that's
the long yes of a you're talking crap, but also it's true.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to rip all this up, so things are going to break for a while.
Have any of you done the maths behind how many what's the maximum throughput of a yellow belt compared to a crusher, and then the same thing throughput of a yellow belt compared to a electric furnace?
You mean do you mean how many furnaces can you run off or crushers and furnaces can you run off a single belt?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, to change the line.
But electric crusher has a oh no, sorry, that's looking at the wrong thing.
Oh, it's nice and quiet now that I've pulled everything up.
An electric crusher. No, I'd need to actually open one up and have a look at the numbers in it. Oh, actually, I should be able to work it out in theory. Actually, shouldn't I? Because let's see, copper. Are you doing copper at the moment?
Yep.
So it's 1.6 seconds produces 1.5. So it's about 1 per second, which implies you should be able to run 15 items per second, isn't it? So 15. You should be able to run 15 of them off a single yellow belt. Sorry, they should be able to feed. Sorry, a single one should be able to feed. 15 of them should be able to feed a single yellow belt, and you need slightly less than a full yellow belt to feed them because you get slightly more than one ore out each time. That's assuming that Al's supposition that 1 to 2 means average of 1.5.
Okay, and cool.
And it's 3.2 seconds.
Twice as many.
You need twice as many smelters. Assuming this.
And then this all gets messed up by production speeds.
Yeah, I'm just checking that. So an electric crusher.
Is 1, so that's fine.
Oh yes, and an electric furnace. Where's the electric furnace? It's 2.
So
okay, so it's the same number.
That's the same number, yeah. Except apart from sometimes you get two, so you need 50% more furnaces than crushers.
50% more. Gotcha. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10.
Because the crushers,
yes, you're right.
It makes
yes, you're right.
Basically.
Yeah.
So I require 15
Thank you for not being stupid.
I'm going to go and make those tanks that seem to need everywhere.
6,
I don't think we have anyone who's silent. Mark has been who has been listening to us, and he thinks there's only 3 people here, so 2 of us sound the same. Mike and I have often been told we are very, very similar, but I think that's more sense of humour than actual voices.
So if you remember Harriet, right?
How could I forget Harriet?
She did describe us as fundamentally identical. That's not her exact words, but it's not far off.
Jeez.
Uh-oh. Not sure who that's worse for.
It's all right. It's a heavy burden, but I'm willing to bear it.
I think it's probably not safe to put Harriet and Bear in the same sentence. Corrosion resistance iron says bronze and iron plates.
No.
Oh, that's silly.
That's copper.
It's not safe to put Harriet and hot tub in the same sentence.
Did you say hot oven?
Hot tub.
Oh, hot tub. Yes, that is definitely known.
This is not a hot tub stream.
This is
Yet.
Comment.
Do you think I get more viewers if it was?
No comment.
I think
yes.
It depends on Harriet involved.
I was going to say yes if we got Harriet involved.
Harriet person,
but the problem is, I suspect if we got Harriet involved, I might end up pregnant because isn't that how it works?
I mean, oh dear. The fun fact is that the only person who doesn't seem to get pregnant. No, I'm not saying anything. Quiet.
Did you just realise you're going to say something extremely unwise?
Yep. Yes, I did. And for once, I realised it and stopped myself.
Wow. Who are you and what have you done with Mike?
Exactly.
That's a rarity.
It is a rarity.
I've run out of underground belts.
Have you tried having more? They do exist. They are available.
Yes, but they're about 1 million miles away. Can we push? I was going to say, can we push logistics bots? But I'm pretty sure we can't.
Push it real good.
What is going on here?
Right, you do that. There we go. And now I'm going to have a shitload of iron in my inventory.
I can see all these places where I've been going around blowing up cliffs because there's just
Oops.
gaps in the belts for no apparent reason.
Also, that's tin.
Ooh, the science is backing up. Let's science some science.
Uh,
Carbon steel, yeah. I don't know what we'll get from carbon steel, but I just wanted to do. But it looked tempting.
Carbon steel, probably.
Carbon steel. Aren't we helpful?
Can you hear me
Was that,
facepalm?
Yes. Did you facepalm with the microphone?
We can.
I facepalmed and my fingers caught the the band of my headphones, so there was a bit slightly more noise than there would normally have been. Let's take some of those. How many other things? Oh, I've got loads.
You do that. You do that. There we go.
Trump.
That was only a minor palaver, as in a complete fucking pain in the ass. Now I'm stuck. Thank you.
What production problem have you fixed?
Have
you fixed a production problem?
Don't
Which production have you
chicken.
improved? Perhaps I should ask.
Well, I thought I was improving silica, but I think now I think about it, I should probably have had a lot more gravel. Well, maybe not actually. I guess it's because the gravel's also being sent over there, so yeah. Doesn't produce as much as you might think.
Some of the recipes are kind of stingy.
Yeah, I built it like this just because it fitted in the gap, but I don't really like it. It doesn't actually seem to have improved anything, even though there's twice as many machines.
Welcome to Factorio. Just try and squeeze it in wherever you can. It still doesn't get it and make it any better. I see lots of machines around you. Yeah, that does look like there's more.
Look at the output of the actual glass stuff. It's kind of worse.
Your limiting factor appears to be
is
the sand that's coming through, or the silica. Is that silica? Wherever it is, it's coming out of the machine just to your right.
Yeah. I think it's because these have a random output.
Oh, no, I know what it is. It's because you've got the same number of machines as before, but you've split it at the bottom instead of having half going either way.
This to produce 1.5, half of which goes over there, half of which goes. I was expecting there to be less per machine, but there's more machines.
I'm not. Is there?
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you aware the bottom machines aren't running? There's no.
Yeah, there's no exerters on them. You need.
Oh, hello.
That.
Same with these ones. Probably didn't help.
You also probably need to do the.
I copy pasted that as well. That's interesting.
Probably also need to do that.
Oh, this one was already here.
And then fix it.
That. Well, I was going to do that. Can you undo that? Because it's not in line.
Wasn't it?
No.
Are you sure? Yes, it is.
The higher up splitters, you probably want to also.
Yeah, it's not. You're right.
I'm
confused.
Prioritize output right. Because the last ones are close to struggling to output. Yeah, the ones you're standing by.
The gravel seems to be okay.
Yeah, it's the whatever the thing on the right is.
Oh, sand, silica? I'm not sure. Is that sand and the greenish stuff is silica?
This is gravel, that is silica, that is glass mix.
Oh, glass mix, okay.
In that order.
Gravel, silica. So, yeah, so the silica is struggling to unload at the bottom. And it hasn't actually had a problem yet, but you've got far more of it on the right hand, well, the left hand side as the belt goes, the port side of the belt, than you have on the starboard side of the belt.
Well, it's equal now because I understood what Tristan meant.
Well, it's not because you've got an odd number of machines, but it's fine. It's close enough to equal.
It's working anyway.
Yeah. Oh, here come some mobs.
In fact, I don't need half this crap up here, so I can probably.
Where are they coming from? Possibly the north.
Where are you going?
Possibly the east. If it's the east, we've got turrets in the way. If it's the north, we might be losing our oil production.
It's the east.
Oh, did you
should
get
be
a
able to
achieve?
see-
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Uh,
should be able to see
Hey.
the from the pollution cloud where it's likely to be.
Oh, the probably east then.
What did we
Probably
see?
east.
Yeah, there's an indent where the spider nests are.
Yeah, it
Eh.
could be the one to the north, but I think it probably isn't, judging by the shape of the cloud.
Yeah, I don't think it's north. I don't think it's west. I don't think it's south unless one's appeared. At which point it's got to
Yeah.
be there.
Yeah.
Or yeah, the other one's more likely.
Right, now it's even.
Really, I should go around scouting it out.
Did you not like my suggestion then, Al?
Yeah, but I need to move this belt, don't I?
No,
Also, now
no,
it's 8.
you could just whack
So
a
now-
big. You could just whack another 8 on the other side of it, and then have them feed in and do some complicated belt shenanigans to make sure everything
Yes,
goes
let's
where
do
it
some
should.
complicated things instead of making it okay. Also, the problem is that,
Spaghetti is life.
like, I'd like this to sort of be too. I don't like the fact it feeds directly into the glass things. I want it to come back. The silicon things. I only put it in here like this so that I could get it to come out and then go into the tin belt. It
Tin
needs to share
belt.
a belt with tin. Tin. The whole tin thing. These electric mixers can move as well, as far as I care.
This is the other thing I don't like about using bots. Is I'm not 100% sure which of these things are missing and which are here. Some of them are obvious.
Does not compute. What's he talking about?
So
You've
I've
got
used
7
bots.
missing around you. Furnaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you see the cog thing that's appeared in the bottom right corner of the screen, almost the
Yeah,
right
I can
hand side of
sort
the
of
thing.
use that to help, but
Don't think I have enough of these things in my inventory. Plenty of belts.
It's interesting
these,
seeing
um,
seeing other people's building styles.
These crushers are insufficient. You know what? Let's cancel this lot. Not a bloody smeltery. Get out of here.
Right. How do
At
I
least we're
make
not relying on
tanks?
solar. Who's that?
That's true. Yes. Iron pipes and iron rods. Great.
Iron fillings.
I am starting to think we should possibly have rods on the bus because I keep using them and it's mildly annoying. But
Aren't they?
no.
Rod hole? You can put the thing down on the belt and then be deconstructed. You don't have to be deconstructed mid-drop.
Ooh, carbon steel rods are now a thing. Oh, we finished researching carbon steel. What should we do next? Concrete 2, reinforced steel wall, advanced motors, night vision. Oh, electronics 2. That sounds worthwhile. Let's have that.
Rounds of splitters.
new raise. I have a few spare.
Here's my I have. It's back. Thank you.
Oh, steel chests.
Oh my god. Just put the fucking silica in the fucking machine.
Severely lacking in iron chests.
Sure.
Yeah. And iron in general.
Yeah.
Okay. There's
Pipes.
the 2 that I have. I can
Thank you.
make.
Pipes.
Oh, I'll sort that out for a while.
Pipes.
I need to go back and get some stuff.
How are we doing on power? Maybe I
Good.
should continue to
No.
build these machines.
Or are we?
Let's put this
Wait,
in
that's
the
not
right
on power
place.
network.
Okay.
Is it going for a week?
We're sort of
Other than
65-70% power usage at the moment.
Suddenly, there's no stone from what used to be a full belt. Find that hard to believe.
Maybe has the mine dried up?
No, it's got the same number of miners, and they've all got resources. So I don't know.
Is the belt full? Actually, well, yeah. Look at the belt. See where the belt is
Oh,
not full where it should be.
Just this belt. It's got nothing special. What's this for? What?
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 Box. What am I making here? Oh, yes, tanks.
Ready.
I think one square of tanks is probably going to be sufficient. I say I used port and starboard for the belt because it was for the direction it was going in. Because if you say left and right, that means that feels like absolute directions compared to the screen. But when the belt's going downwards, left is right. Left is on the left side of the belt is on the right, and the right side's on the left. Like if I adjust this splitter, if I say output priority to the right, then it's on the left half of it, but it's still on the starboard side. So sometimes the nautical terms actually make sense. There's a reason we have them.
Laurence just said a lot of words.
He does that.
How many words do you want me to say? Actually, don't answer that one because I suspect you'll just use it as an opportunity to be rude to me.
I was going to say, it's not going to be a large number.
Where are iron ingots?
Can I have one
Here they are.
old-fashioned miner, please?
Not on a school night. Oh, on miner. Okay. Yeah, you can't start drinking on a school night.
Are we making burner miner drills, or should I just craft one?
We probably are, to be honest. I'd be surprised if we aren't, because we probably would have set that up at some point, but I don't really know what they look like.
I think we probably
Where are you, Al?
tore it down. I am near the stone patch, which is going to need replacing. You can manage. Long reach.
It's long, not infinite.
I don't know how long it is.
Hey, well, I'll come halfway, you come halfway.
I don't know how close we need to be.
I got a salute.
If you put them, if you build them by the arboretums, you can probably mine them back up again.
Well, yeah, you
need one.
On a resource though.
Oh, of course you do. Yeah, you're right.
Stay still, Al. Stay still.
Screech.
Bonk.
The tree helped.
What a good tree.
Hooray!
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anyways.
No, those arboretums are not making enough electricity. Just drove straight through it. You know how I was saying you can't just drive straight through things, apart from trees? Also pipes.
Yeah.
Turns out.
How many pipes need fixing?
None needs fixing. I just fixed it. Because I'm great.
Yeah.
Place it then. Wait, what?
Your monowheel's going away. Al.
That's alright. I'll find it.
Oh, it's not now.
That's not enough tanks.
Yeah, I thought it stopped. I'm surprised it stopped there, mind you. Maybe it hit that pipe. Where's my drill?
Right.
Oh, I got new burner generator equipment. I forgot about that.
I've put. We're now making fluid tanks off the bus, and I've also added those corrosion-resistant plates to the bus because I know we wanted those for because of reasons. Oops.
Things that use fluids.
What? Giggity diddly.
I forgot to get signals as well. Oh well.
Drill, please. I'm sure you placed drills in my inventory, Mike.
Maybe you place them in the inventory of the monowheel.
Oh yeah, that's possible.
Here they are. Well done. That's why the bot wasn't doing its job.
Over-reliance on bots.
Over-reliance on having things in his own inventory as well. Oh.
I'm not gonna hear this.
See, I didn't realise that those two inserters hadn't been built. And if it wasn't for the fact that I had to place another thing next to them, I would genuinely never have noticed.
You need your ghosts to be a little bit more faded out, do you?
Yeah.
Just walk around with enough stuff and everything will get built.
Run out of belts.
And then, when you think something should be working, look on the map and there'll be a triangle. And you go, oh, I am a fool. I should have paid more attention.
Mike, once you're done placing those inserters, can you run over by the station, please? Because I couldn't pick up inserters because someone else already had them all. There were 10 of them left.
Oh, blimey.
Yeah, they're not.
Do you happen to have any iron?
Iron.
For making more chests, because I clearly didn't make enough.
That's what I was going to do. No, I was going to pick some up and then I forgot. My bad.
I did pick some up, but I didn't pick up enough.
Are you in range of me? Yes, you are. I might be able to throw some at you, Tristan.
Bots, go.
Where are you? There are you. Do you want ingots or plates or both?
Some plates are fine. Ingots might be better. Yeah, ingots, because I need some ingots for the rods. Thank you.
Okay. I think that's all the inserters.
Okay.
That was pistons. These are not things I want.
Okay. Actually, I've got far more nonsensical stuff that I should have given to you, but never mind. I've got a load of science packs. I need to go and dump them in the actual useful place for them.
I made a second tier burner generator, but I'm not sure what it does.
You put it in your armor, and it will power your bots slightly more effectively than a tier 1 burner generator.
There you go, Mike. We'll test your system.
Dun, dun,
We're
dun.
summoning a
No, I dumped 2 copper ore I had. In.
Got
two
double the
copper
max
ore.
output.
Wow. Yep, here is some. Why am I suddenly getting really paranoid that you spotted an error? And this is like a really like.
Now we shall test, and now we shall see where you have gone wrong.
I'm not
Boom.
going to tell you there's an error. I'm just going to let it go wrong for you.
This sounds a lot like the game I was playing with Al before, where I was sort of letting him make his own mistakes, shall we say?
It was a learning experience.
The thing is that it's entirely possible that I have absent-mindedly connected up my in pipes to my out pipes, or my in belts to my out belts, or something like that, just absent-mindedly.
You can get a disease doing that, you know.
Yeah.
I'm sure that was 2 copper ore and not 1.
Yeah, there's 2. There's 1 heading across there. There's 1 hasn't got to the balancer yet.
What? Oh yes.
No, because it went to the top left crusher.
That's fair.
Had a long way to travel.
Is that then a double on the belt?
And then
neither of them actually doubled.
1.
So we only got.
That's just unlucky.
Yeah.
No.
Lied to us.
How many does it need? Jeez, it takes 40 corrosion-resistant iron plates to make a storage tank. That's 120 iron ingots. No wonder we're having problems with iron. Crikey.
Yes, it is okay. I'd be tempted to.
I heard Tristan say that I lied, but there was no substantiation.
just a general accusation.
Sounds about right.
Pretty much.
To be brutally honest, I'd also be tempted to do it there and there as well.
You lost your temper. I'll do.
Oh, I wasn't going to. I was assuming you weren't bothering with balancing because probably they'll load from both sides.
They're attacking. So yeah, they were coming in from the east. You were quite right.
They've only just got here.
Well,
wow.
Maybe.
Wow.
Or another wave.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm not overly bothered about balancing, but at the same time, I just sort of feel like I ought to. I mean, in fairness, there's nothing else particularly balanced in this second, so why bother? Yeah, this is my really skanky sort of input balance, where I suddenly realised I didn't quite have enough space to put a proper balancer.
Oh, God. Yeah, that's horrible.
I figured you just decided it doesn't really need to be balanced.
It doesn't, is the honest truth.
Yeah, because you're not using a full belt on each of those inputs, are you? Because it produces 1.5 times as the output.
I'll be back in a tick.
And you've only got 5 input rows.
Yeah, it's 6 to 5 from the station to the thing. In fairness, as long as at the copper side, we always try and keep it balanced between the 6
stations.
The 6 sort of wagons, then it's fine. But yeah, the part of me always wants to put a balancer in everywhere just to make sure. Although, strictly speaking, it's not necessary.
No,
actually, that is a problem. We need to draw from the 6 stations equally. The 6.
Yes, that's very true.
Tanks.
Yeah, as it is, the front station is sorry, the back wagon is going to empty much more slowly, and that's going to cause problems.
Now, on the flip side, a single train is basically all the storage we have. Or no, it's 2/3 of the storage we have. I think it's a lot of it because the chests are small and the cargo wagons are huge.
Yeah, I think that makes it worse, if anything.
Well, it means it'll be nearly empty by the time it summons a new train.
I think it's probably going to cause problems, I'm afraid.
Yeah, just having a quick look to see if there's anything clever I can do here to get this actually balanced.
You could run the belts off to the side, have a balancer off to the side, and then run them back in again. Then you only need it to be 12 high. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You've got the 12 you need if you move the top row of power poles down, which is easy enough to do. You just move them in, down and left one, or down and right one.
Yeah, it'd be messy, but it's doable.
Chat is pointing out we should be using one of the belt balancer books. I do personally do that because my sanity doesn't extend to doing belt balancing by hand. But Mike seems to be a bit of a masochist and prefers to do things without bots and whatnot. So yeah,
there's some things I just enjoy.
Yeah.
So Mike, incoming.
Oh yeah, that's what I was doing.
Or...
Speaking of incoming.
Ooh, how full?
Not hugely. I mean, there's nearly 10k in there, but.
So yeah, I mean, it's not the most efficient spreading of thing, but given it's relatively balanced on the way off the train, like unless there's a horrific mismatch in terms of so the front wagon's got like 300 more than the aft wagon.
Oh yeah, that's because I went through them one at a time, turning the inserters round.
Okay.
So yeah, this is going to be unbalanced at this point.
That's fine. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. What I could do is something clever where I cycle stuff around the end and back up to the top.
Good doggies.
But that is just going to cause chaos.
Yeah, I don't really want to do that.
Let's stick a radar up here, so we know what's going on.
This is backing right up straight away. That's expected.
I need a thing that tells me how many items are in a chest, so I know whether to bother going there.
Well, when you mouse over it, it
implies that we should have this overstacked, which it kind of is.
Tells me. I need to find a chest that I want. Where are you? There you are.
That's
78. Yes, please. Let's go. Oh.
Are we?
Lots of got jobs.
This here. Why is this not? No ingredients. Why is everything turned off? Low power outage.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Told you.
Look at the smeltery.
You know what happens when there's a power outage?
It's because
Mike, fix the power.
Because we've got 130 electric furnaces. At least that might be part of the reason.
And 140 electric crushers all active at once. Yeah, that's drawing.
Yeah, there's not very much wood coming out of the woodery.
Oh wow, okay, so yeah, my
you have emptied the woodery.
And crushers alone are trying to draw 2/3 of the entire capacity of the of our power system at once.
Turn them off then.
So it turns out that fully electric smelteries on an industrial scale are quite power hungry. Who knew? I will go and put some more power up.
I would like wish to point out that we've got through all of the excess wood that had built up in the arboretums.
I told you that ages ago.
Yeah, we got that ages back.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll put 2 more coal ones up, I think, just for now.
Just redirect some coal into that wood pipe.
Is it worth putting a couple of charcoal kilns that the wood goes through before going?
Yeah, if that
into
doubles the amount
Yeah,
of power we'll get from them, then it's definitely
I
worthwhile.
mean, I thought you'd done that anyway.
Probably, but I still honestly suspect that we won't get enough wood throughput.
Well, we could bring
Probably
coal
not,
down and
but
have
it'll
a
make
splitter
it.
that prioritizes the wood.
Yeah,
We'll get twice as much power.
which is worthwhile.
Well, almost, because if we depending on how we put them into the charcoal kiln, if we use burner inserters, then that uses a tiny bit of it.
True. I think it's still close enough to doubling it that it's
Yeah.
a rounding error to say otherwise. Oh yeah, I was going to I was considering turning the iron feed belt into a red belt. What say you all?
I say,
Are we
why?
supplying enough for that
Probably
to be
not.
useful?
Yeah, okay, I'll leave that for now. Just because I noticed it was a thing that was being a shortage.
So we're not responding.
Still
no,
responding here.
Caught up.
Okay. Run all the way back down the belt.
I'll make another car again.
Oh well,
Yeah,
I
like-
did repair the turret, so it was vaguely worthwhile. How far did I? Oh, I know what I need to do next. I need to go off and build some more pump jacks. In fact, it's not so I need to go off and build pump jacks. I need to start building them on the bus first, and then go off and find somewhere to put them.
I need some iron.
The public service of driving down this belt and crashing into trees. His hitboxes are too close. So now there aren't any. Hey, it's Mike.
Yeah.
Oh, for
I've
goodness sake.
decided
Mike is
to
really struggling with
make another car.
internet connection at the moment.
Oh.
Well, no, internet connection might not be the right thing. It's basically just struggling to.
Is Factorio 2 demanding for your computer as well now?
It's possible. Do you have any spare clip explosives, by the way?
Yes. I have 13. They're also being made on. They should be being made on the bus.
Probably right at the bottom of the bus.
Oh, I haven't done.
No, actually, fairly high up the bus because I sort of finagled it in. 37 of them here.
How near me is that?
Hey Al, do you have an enormous quantity of belts?
I have a small quantity of belts.
Okay, now I need an enormous quantity. I also need faster bots.
How big is enormous?
Well, I'm trying to extend the bus past the train lines, and I was also trying to sort of just have the bus catch up with where we got to with all of the with the way the bus been growing. Although that said, what even are these? Oh, okay, those are vaguely useful.
I don't have that many. Go on, Bennett.
Yeah.
I can probably spam your inventories with some when I go back this way then.
That'd be handy, thank you. Because I need to build up pump jacks now so we can start actually digging up some oil. You've lost a bot, by the way, it's chasing you.
Oh, I'll get her eventually. Run over Mike on the way.
Yeah,
What did I hit? Oh, it was a tree.
You didn't hit me, no.
I might just steal it.
I think you
I
mean
feel sorry for it. Oop. Fail.
Oh, yeah, presumably you can just pluck it out of the air and then give it to me when.
I tried that. It was moving too quickly, and I didn't manage to get enough time of right click on it. Now it's over an iron patch, so I can't try and mine it because it's the game is prioritizing digging up some of the iron instead of digging up the bot.
This coal patch is empty now. Where's that coming from? Is that a train?
Not yet. No, we just.
Where the heck is that coming from?
I don't think we have.
There.
I don't think we have coal.
We got coal where we drove over it on the bus.
Yeah.
So that's fine because the actual original coal is, well,
Gorn.
how many is a shitload?
The more the merrier, I think. Just give it all of them. Actually, I'm probably near enough to grab them myself now.
Done it now.
Okay.
Although I could probably put it back up again. Oh, yeah.
Hooray! Thank you.
102.
1102. Excellent.
I had my bot back.
Oh yeah,
Did you manage to get it?
I did. I can't see it in my inventory though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do
there
we
it
have
is.
any landfill being made?
I did
No,
do
I
it,
don't
yeah, I'm
think
in
so.
a car. There we go. Wait, there's loads of coal here. What are you talking about? Becking idiot.
Oh, I put it in the
Thank
car
you.
because for some reason I couldn't give it to you.
Oh, well,
It wouldn't let me just give you one bot. Not sure why not.
one bot, why not?
It might be with that you're trying to place the bot or something.
Yeah, I think so. I was using Z rather than control click because I didn't want to give him my bots as well.
Mhm.
Oh, I need one more cliff explosive. That's really annoying.
Where are you?
Actually, no,
All
man,
right.
I can fit this in. Oh, actually, no, it's fine, it's fine. Got it, got it.
Bot had it for you.
Yep.
See, bots are helpful. They hold on to one of the cliff explosives so you think you run out and then turns out you've got another one.
It's just a buffer, really. Not a fan of these pipes.
Right, how do I make pump jacks?
I could do with a couple more belts now.
Iron frames, iron plates, iron beams, iron pistons. Oh my god. I don't think we've put small iron frames on the bus because they were quite easy to make comparatively.
2 chests full of green transport belts. I didn't even notice.
Yellow.
Yeah, green. That's what I said.
There we go. Small iron frames, iron plate and rivets. Riveting.
Oh, bloody flip.
So
Literally. I
iron
need to
plate,
bloody flip all
rivet,
these things because that
resistance,
was supposed to go
repair,
downwards.
add iron plates and iron beams. Beams are on the bus, I think. Pistons are on the bus, but I still
Big
need both
beams.
types of iron in order to make the iron sticks, to make the iron rivets. Oh, for goodness sake. Okay. So, and I've run out of these as well.
So. Scorpion.
Which is this one? Yeah.
Right, now I need these mixers. Do you have to teach mixers what to do? Yeah, I think so.
Unsure. So sticks to rivets to
Rivet.
cock. What do I want to put in that?
Oh,
What's
it's
the power doing?
completely. Oh, no, hang on.
Stick.
We're fine now,
Rivet.
probably because the thingy stopped
Pump
running.
jack.
Yeah, the
Frame.
smeltery is not running anymore.
Smelting
Doesn't
does
sound like
require
fine.
a serious amount of power.
Sounds like accidentally.
Frame.
It's okay for now.
Pump jock.
Which probably means that the other power plant can gradually build up with power again. Or build up with fuel.
Still think we could do with putting the charcoal in
Pistons,
there.
isn't
The
it?
Arboretum's output in at a very constant rate. It's
Yes,
just
it
a low
is.
one.
Yeah.
So I guess half of it's going in the other direction.
Which we need.
Backed up quite a
Oh,
lot.
I've run out of underground belts as well. Bloody hell, I didn't notice I'd run out of them. Right, so that's my pistons.
I just like.
Plates and beams. Oh, are you beams? No, you're ingots.
Okay, so this power unit's now online.
Too
That's
far
cool.
away. Why are you so far away? Closer.
What's it being supplied by?
Those are beams. Has beams.
Fake beams.
Beams, the musical fruit. Nope, there. It's got that, making that. They both need the 2 types of iron. Which is this one. And this one over here.
Well, I suppose the glass juice doesn't need to go down.
Glass
You
juice.
just keep... Everything that makes stuff is juice.
Oh. Do we have landfill?
I don't believe so.
I think we did last time you asked.
Oh, we do, yes.
Do we?
Gravel and
okay.
silica. Ooh, major effort. Right, no worries. Very annoyingly.
Oh, research, not making.
Plenty of that
Gotcha.
over here.
There's not plenty, though, is there really? There is some.
There's about to be, as long as we've got the power for it.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
At the
There's
moment.
literally right here, 1 tile of water, exactly where I want.
Oh, there you are.
I've just moved all the other cliffs out of the way. Didn't realise it was there. It was hidden in
Oh,
the cliff.
God,
Oh.
yeah. That, I
Um,
mean, can you
hang
pocket
on.
craft a single landfill from a bucket full of stone
I
or something?
don't have.
No, you
There
can't.
needs to be
You need a
mixer.
mixer.
Oh, okay.
However, I have a little mixers right here. Can I tell you to make landfill? And then, have I got the ingredients for you? Yes.
Yes, it's the
Okay.
same ingredients. It's the same ingredients as concrete.
Yeah,
Gravel
I
and
just happen to
silica.
have- Here is some landfill.
Thank you, Al.
Hooray, teamwork.
I'm on a belt. It's not helping. Stop moving.
That's right the
You're
first
getting
time.
two.
Never mind.
There's more over here.
2 should do it. In fairness, like it's 1 little square. Yeah,
Well,
done
there's
it.
2 more if you need it. Right,
you.
so you're going to be glassed. Where's glass?
One way to find out. Oh, I need 1 more. Or 2 more, probably, actually.
Bullseye.
Luckily, that's what I made.
Am I in range?
I'm trying to. I don't know. Could you keep moving?
Okay. Thank you.
We'll probably make one of those over here now, because this belt here is intended to have exactly those things. Pump.
Yep.
Oh, I used up all the belts that I used to have.
Did you? I think you gave a lot of them to me. I think.
I do have 2 boxes of them, so don't. Oh, they're coming out really quickly. Actually, it's fine. I say really quickly by the standards of the last time I looked.
Yeah, there's very, very long construction times in this pack. The things just take longer than you expect to do anything at all generally. How am I doing here?
The 2
Right,
tiles that I
so
want
this is all
to
the iron
have,
types.
not that one, have that one.
That.
Mike, you know your
Sorry,
smeltery
just talking out loud.
thing?
Yeah.
We have a research we can do, which
invalidates the whole.
yeah.
Oh dear.
Well,
What's the research?
it's the copper washing instead, or
washing.
washing.
What does this actually do?
Actually, so it only actually gives us nickel as well.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a different. So it's still 1 to 2 times.
I'm temporarily about to break a whole bunch of power, I think.
Actually, no, it's 1. So one crushed goes to 1 to 2 times. So it's still it's another improvement.
Okay.
But we still need the crushing part, so it's still expanding. So it can be expanded from the current one. Not so bad.
Yeah, I mean, it's so just having a quick nosy at that, it's sort of. Does that produce?
Is it another step between the crushing and the smelting? Because if so, you could just add it down the bottom here.
Crushed copper produces pure copper and nickel, a chance of nickel and some polluted water.
Oh.
Yeah, so
Copper
we
with a chance
just
of
chuck the nickel into a train,
Yeah.
and
then you
send it
smelt
off
the pure
dealt with.
copper mineral.
Yeah,
So it's a thing that you could do, yeah, definitely.
it's worth doing because we get more out of it, but only once we have a use for nickel.
Yes, I agree.
Actually, for the furnaces, you didn't have to set the recipe, did you?
No.
I think this may take some time, but it may fill up.
You could theoretically.
You could do both. Prioritize the pure nickel mineral, the pure copper mineral, but when that backs up because there's too much nickel, it stops being supplied. So the crushed gets used.
There's definitely some logic you can do there to make that work.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie, I have no idea how Factorio would let that reasonably happen.
I think it should.
The point you tend to the problem you sometimes have with that is if it takes more than one of an ore to make process. Okay, they might be right then.
So the potential issue is the auto changing of recipes.
I think if the input is empty and the output is empty, then I think they can auto change.
Yeah, I'm about to test it with some what do you call them?
Ore and crushed.
No, charcoal kilns.
Okay.
Landfill is by the concrete. There's only a small chest of it because we probably don't need that much. But might even limit that.
Also, my sweet summer child.
Fucking forever because it needs so much inventory. However, these belts are looking nice and. I thought you need tin. Bollocks. I remember why I was doing it this way. I just remembered why that needed to go downwards.
Okay, so we should in a second see our power production.
No, stop then. You mother trucker.
Does this mean you are ready for another load of ore to arrive to be smelted?
Yes, I am.
Have you done anything with the previous load, or have you just piled it all up in a chest?
No, the previous load all get dealt with because it was only a small amount because it was what loaded into the train before I got sent it.
Okay, I mean, so let's work the logic through a second. So the stuff will arrive.
Logic.
It will get smelted.
Yes.
Well, then at this point, it will just get stacked up in the station, ready to be departed.
Yes. And then the station here that currently has some copper ore in it. Or it doesn't. The station itself doesn't anymore, but the belts do. I will be converting that to a copper ingot one. I've got most of the belts ready to switch where it goes to, and so that will just switch over.
Oh, not how you do it. Brain. Please function correctly.
I might actually put a splitter in, a priority splitter, so that it just auto switches over for me. I don't have to be available at the time it's ready.
Right, that's correct, except you're on the other side. Can I do that? I mean, yes, because you really need to just be doing that, and that. I hate those wiggles you have to do. These pipes are not helping, I suppose. Just fix it then. There you go. Slightly less horrendous.
We currently have
the joys of horrendous.
a shortage of basic circuits.
Yes, I'm working on that. It's like that Malcolm in the Middle episode.
Yes, that's basically what Al has been doing all day. Well, what is the reason? Oh, it's what should be going in here? Oh, is this the glass?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Glass is the bottleneck.
Glass is completely stopped at the moment.
Yeah, because there's no glass mix.
Okay.
Juice.
You have eliminated the juice.
Juice. Just go like this, please. There you go.
Hey, Griffin. Welcome to the what's left of the stream. It's probably only an 20 minutes, half an hour, something like that. Depends how good we are at stopping playing when we really, really should.
I'm not good at anything, I'll have you know.
No. I feel I should be supportive and stuff here, but
hello, Griffin.
I'm not.
Hello.
Hello. Right. Now it's making glass juice.
And hopefully,
We
why
just,
are you not making? You need iron plate. Oh, okay. I need one more inserter in there.
that
There we
king
go.
is travelling very, very fast. Please back up. I'm be very grateful if you'd back up.
Welcome
It
to the
seems
business
to be
end
a
of the bus.
reasonably full belt. The stone, however, has all run out completely.
Right.
May
let there
I
be no
please have a
power.
train of stone?
No.
They've even put a radar
well,
down. Okay,
screw me, I
so
guess.
Oh, I just put down a radar as well.
anyways, let's have a look. Are you here to admire my handiwork, Laurence? Which
I
is
was
not
actually here to
enough
put a
for you?
radar down, but while I'm here, I might as well.
Fair enough.
Oh,
Checking to make sure this actually works as intended.
yeah.
Well, the output station has stuff in, so it must have worked.
Okay, so we need
Yeah,
a
I mean, like,
significantly more
you
stone
can have
supply.
just one furnace, just picking the thing
That
up,
was English.
furnacing it, and putting it back in again, and eventually it'll get through it.
Well, the fact that all of your furnaces have got a copper icon on them suggests that they have all worked.
Yeah. And it looks like all 4 output belts for crushed copper are full. Arguably, I should have had that
Almost, maybe. Yeah.
at the base when they're coming out now. Like, it took a while for them to get up to max.
Yeah,
that's for
I'm
sure.
wondering if there's tiny gaps in some of them.
Oh,
It doesn't look
yeah,
quite consistent, but close enough to full.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm
Actually, the
wondering if
bottom
there
ones
should
aren't outputting, so yes, it is full.
be- I'm wondering if I should have had it as 5 outputs rather than 5 inputs. Rather than 5 into 4 out, 4 into 5 out.
Or 5 into 5 out.
That would mean having effectively no end belt, if that makes sense.
Well, you run one from one side over to the other and link the two of them up.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah.
How big are electric miners? Are they slightly smaller than the Bernie ones, or are they the same?
Remember. And then, interestingly,
Have one.
the smelt. So it's got 4 full belts going in.
It does seem to be this. This is a full belt coming out here.
But it has reached the top because they have the recipe
Yeah.
set, so
Looks
it's able to. But that might be. No, it shouldn't be output because it's 1-to-1, isn't it?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah.
Yeah, if a full belt in should mean a full belt out.
Oh, it's same. That means I can upgrade them, right?
And it's well, it adds to the things. I suppose it is technically 4 in, 4 out.
Yeah,
Well,
it is.
I can't, but I should be able to.
That's what I was meaning about having the same number in and out. You do it like this with this belt across the top.
What's interesting is that top pair on every single column. I mean, it's got the recipe set absolutely, so it must have got through at some point.
It does take a little while for them to build up their internal buffers to the point where they're happy to let ore go past. So it might just be it hasn't quite trickled through yet.
There's one.
There you go. There's one go through on this one. Yeah, like that.
Another one. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it's just.
It takes a
really
long time for it
yeah.
to get through, for the last ones to get through.
Okay, so that top section is probably not really adding value.
No,
We're only sitting at half power.
but also it's sitting there not doing it. If it's not running, it's only using 10 kilowatts instead of 250. So it's not a particularly huge power draw.
Ooh, look at it though.
Look at it
The
go.
power graph.
Okay, so
Yeah. On the 10
Normally-
minutes.
Oh yes, yeah. Okay, that's quite a big jump.
So normally when I play this stupid game, there's stone fucking everywhere, and it takes me ages to find patches of anything else. But now we've got a shitload of copper, and there's no stone except that tiny bit on the coast, and that bit over there where the biters live.
I was going to say the bit up
Really
north. Is that the bit
is-
up north? Is that the bit you meant where the biters live? And the bit on the
So
coast.
There's some,
The bit on the
really
coast is over 2 million, so it's quite a lot.
yeah, but it's going to be a bastard to get. Or we could probably landfill it once we've actually got a supply.
Yeah, you put a bit of landfill down. It makes
It is
it
a
easier.
biter route as well.
Hmm.
So that nest over to the right just
Yeah.
runs straight past that. So if there's anything on there, they will be going for it.
Hmm.
Also,
It's a very easy bottleneck.
southeast biter nests are going to be
Ooh.
threatening us soon,
That's some
especially
big
with the
idea.
new smeltery.
Yeah, this thing consumes
send
20
Laurence out.
megawatts. Of
Sorry,
power.
what? I heard my name mentioned.
You can sort out the biters. You're good at that. Although we do seem to have approached some bottlenecks, which is nice.
Looks kind of like 30 to me on the
Is it normal for
production
the
side.
these cliffs really like following the coast?
Gone from
10 minutes.
23-ish to 56-ish.
Hey, Sir Tristan Hat, I think you need some more signals on your rail network.
Oh yes, but our trains aren't really doing anything at the moment.
True, true. I am building up to the point where will next week make a make an oil mine station and start bringing oil in by train, and then hopefully start to use it.
Yeah, for the most part, apart from the fact that I ran out of signals, and so some of them are only blueprints, they're basically the point where stations are usually have signals on them. But I've
Did you
noticed
signal
the
my
top
oil
ones don't.
unloading one? No, doesn't look like it.
No, you made all the tracks for that.
Fair enough.
Oh, this is actually quite backed up. Well done, me. Doesn't quite reach down there. Might need some red belts to sort it out. 40 landfill.
Are you chain signaling?
Currently, no, but I would plan on doing that.
Okay.
I think we didn't have any, or
We
I
don't have
can't
any signals of any sort, but okay. I'll
remember. Yeah, we do. You've got production of both of them.
Okay. All right. Well, I've scattered a few
that
blueprints
definitely
around,
does.
so.
I've just seen the station name, copper load of that.
Oh my goodness! I've
Okay,
only
so it
just seen
wasn't
that.
you then.
No,
I
it
was
wasn't.
assuming it was you who'd done that.
It really wasn't there.
That's definitely a Laurence thing.
But if it's a Laurence thing, it could just as easily be a Mike thing. We've
This is very
established
true.
this.
Yeah.
Oh, and for your reference, Al, I've just found another patch of stone. I'm standing on it. It is only 300,000 though, and it's right in the middle of where I'm going to put the oil processing.
Genuinely looking at it, it's taking
Yeah.
copper
We need it.
ore. It's taking copper ore in. Which is fine and all, apart from we're now effectively doing smelting offsite.
Yes, I think that's now going to want to be repurposed to be a copper ingot in.
Do we have
Yes,
no
it
signals on
is.
any of these junctions.
It's just I haven't renamed it.
Yeah,
Is that
that's
normal?
fine.
Okay.
Where's the other copper ore coming
There you
from?
go.
Laurence, have you intentionally built that whole place with no signals?
Which whole place with no signals? The
Oil.
refinery.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that.
We were just talking about that. I put in signal
yeah.
ghosts because I didn't. I put down ghosts of rail and I didn't put down any ghosts of signals with them. Tristan came in and built the rail and also didn't put in signals, so it's just signalless at the moment.
I have signals now.
Hooray! I didn't have a chain signal like a copy paste, so it's not been chain signaled up. It's only been normal signaled, so you might want to redesign a bit as well. An empty locomotive just zipped past. Are you starting to use those for transport?
Yes.
Fair enough.
You expect me to walk?
No, Mr. Bond, I
Yes.
expect you to diet.
Bring it is processing.
I need oil. Where can we get oil? Where's a good place for? Oh yes, down there by the copper mine. I remember.
Stone furnace. I suppose stone furnaces are being built.
Stone furnaces?
Hmm.
No, we have electric furnaces now.
I just thought I'd improve the tin slightly without reformatting it.
It's probably more than enough.
So how are they
Quick
built?
blueprint question.
Blue.
If I put blueprints down and there's trees underneath, will they automatically get deleted?
Yes.
Yes.
Blueprint cancer.
You may have to hold
You
down
have to
shift
click
to place the
yes.
blueprint though.
Will
Yes,
cliffs
the bots will have to
automatically
do
be
the
destroyed
deleting.
Pardon, Mike?
Will cliffs automatically be destroyed as well?
If you have
we
cliff
marked
explosives,
the
if you have
destruction.
cliff explosives in your inventory and bots to use them, yes.
Yes.
Oh, one of these days I'll learn to drive.
Will you,
bricks
though?
are being made here, look. But no one's actually making them. Brilliant. You only need a bit.
Okay. Tristan.
Hello.
If I put down basically a copy of my smeltery where I am now, could I request a couple of stations for iron?
Yeah.
Leave it.
Speaking of
That's
requesting
strange.
stations,
Hmm?
speaking of requesting stations, I will need an one for oil fairly soon. I'm putting
Coal
it.
belt is currently insufficient.
I haven't yet to sort of ghost it out properly though, so yeah, don't need it just yet.
Is that a copper smeltery down there that you've been building? What has just been built up here? I just walked around and the bots have done something. What's going on?
Laurence, for yours, I suppose you might as well use that loop as the thing the station's on.
You want me to actually just put it on the loop? I was going to build something off the loop in case we wanted to use that loop for the iron station as well, because there's a big iron patch there.
Yeah, I suppose that makes sense.
So I was gonna...
I'm
Do
just
that
going
or-
to stick this.
Do that or something.
Right,
Yep,
is it
that's
copper
yes,
that
that's
gonna-
that's fine. Although perhaps
I
a
was
little
gonna-
bit further to the left, so that there's more room for the
It
rails.
looks like copper to me.
Yeah,
I was trying to do it without your bots auto building everything.
that's fine.
That's-
Can we
in case
name
you
the
had it.
stations with words? Because I can't tell the difference between the pictures. Hi, Igor.
When LTN requests stuff, it will put the text of what the thing is.
Yeah, but I think he means just so when he's looking at it on the map, he can tell what's going on there.
Yeah, I'm assuming this is iron because there's only one copper because it's not bronze because bronze needs 2 ingredients, but otherwise I'm fucking clear. I don't have to work it out every time.
Yeah, that will be copper ingots coming in. Copper's the only thing we've actually got sorted currently.
What is screaming at the ships mod? Oh, because Igor can play the game now. Ship. If you have 2 bridges in a series along a water
I've
path,
run
you
out
have
of
to have
belts.
full signal system for every bridge while the ship through. That sounds like, yeah, strange. That's okay. You don't want them to crash into each other. That seems like an absurd number of signals all of a sudden. Looks like someone's been to Smith's and got those little stickers that you can piss your parents off with by sticking them on everything.
Googly eyes.
There's a lot of junctions there. It's not quite enough because there's a bit that needs them. It doesn't have them. But...
What was I doing? Oh,
It does look like a ridiculous number down there, I have to admit. And there's one of them that's flashing, so it's in the wrong place.
Yeah, that I think you placed that.
No, I didn't. It's a chain signal. I didn't put down any chain signals.
I may have replaced one of yours with a chain signal.
In that case, it's
I
possible
can't
it was
remember.
mine.
I don't know.
Don't. You're going to be raising at the same time. So you can't. Oh, I see. Because you don't have chain signals for bridges?
What's this? Oh, you copied
like an
him.
interesting-
Right.
Interesting mod, though. They're not chains, right? Got a bunch of bridges that all raise at once. And you'd rather they're all. Maybe that reason is to make you suffer. It might be easier for me to just go and get all this wood. Run.
This station is further from the oil than I'm used to doing these.
Did you
Now how
copy
many
the
can I make?
station part, Mike? No.
Say again?
You didn't copy the station itself.
I did not.
Are you wanting it
Don't I need
basically
to?
the same?
Please, if that's right. Although I figured I'd try and leave a bit more space so I can do the belts a little
Make
bit
all of
better.
those. Handcrafting stuff. How have you run out again?
Actually, they can probably go under over, like next to each other on the rail here.
These burner
Yeah,
miners
can
are
do.
extremely vulnerable to having their fuel removed by the exerters.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why we move away
What
from
it
them
might
as
be
quickly
worth
as
doing
possible.
is putting if I export onto the belt and then insert from the belt, that would probably make a lot more sense.
Oh, actually, yeah, that sounds like a good idea.
That's what I consider to be the standard way of doing it. Mike, can you run a bit to the right, please?
I'm not sure I have a
Just to get
standard
the
way of
next-
doing it
A
because
bit further to get the next tick of radar. Thank you.
by the
That
time
just misses the cliffs.
I have
Oh.
some explosives on me if you need me to get rid of them.
Okay, I'll put it there instead then.
This, like this, like this, like this, and then you lot. Just get the box to do it.
I've done that the wrong way around.
To help do it.
You don't want to be placing that stuff.
Yeah, I've now moved far enough away. If you put a delete order out, I'll just go and
Yeah.
What you really need, Igor, is multiplayer, because you can just do what you want and other people build everything. Look at all these trains that just appeared whilst I'm fucking about with the same thing.
it's true. Multiplayer is good fun because, as you say, stuff just happens. You can go. You go off and you concentrate on something on your own thing for a little while, and then you come back and suddenly there's a whole train network or a.
I think the fact is, there is that, but also the thing that I did needed doing anyway. And then I'd have to build the train network.
Oh yeah, I'm not saying that. What?
So
I'm not. Yeah, I'm not
yeah.
suggesting the stuff you were doing was unnecessary.
No, yeah. It's just that. Yeah, the single player is so slow.
Yeah. If you're holding a locomotive and there's no rail underneath it, it doesn't have any wheels, and the wheels appear when it snaps onto a track.
Weird.
It is.
Oh, well done. You built a locomotive, apparently.
congratulations.
I found a assembly machine that was making locomotives and yoinked one from it. I don't know whether that truly counts as building one, but yeah, I'll take it. I will need some rail as well, or I just need Tristan to make this station for me.
I have
right now?
combinators.
More tin being made? Mike, you need to do that thing you did all over again for tin.
But he's already done it. He's already done it twice, so it'll be easier the third time.
Oh, there's one over here.
Copy paste.
Oh, that's the iron one. Well, he hasn't finished that one. Look at him. What a loser.
Yeah, I've run out of belts. I need about 2,000 more.
Well, there's 2 boxes of them right in the middle.
Tristan.
Yeah, I'll go and get them.
Hello.
Why is there a green cable linking all the pumps in this blueprint you sent me?
Because it was being used in the other one to make sure only thingy
only unloads oil, right? But because the tanks all need to be linked as well, so you know how much there is in the station, so it knows.
Yeah, you didn't have any tanks when I copied it.
Oh, okay.
Give me a minute. I'll head over to the other one, and I've got loads of red wire.
Cool, because I haven't.
Turns out when you right-click to make 5, it actually makes 50.
Oh, okay. That's quite nice.
What? Oh, it's not a recipe. It just does it. Stupid.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
Tristan and I have both started using trains to get around, it seems. It's the other station particularly that's yeah, definitely. It's the other station specifically that needs all of the track and stationary stuff. Yes. Well, that's a fair name. It doesn't move. Oh, what it does also need down there is some radar. I'll head down and do that once your train moves. Yeah.
I don't want to move this steam stuff.
I was half waiting for your train to then run you over because it was stopped at a light.
No, it stopped at the light and then I blatted its instruction. Oh, they've stopped.
What is happening to this tin?
Why have I stopped here?
Probably
oh, you've left a locomotive there. I don't have any signals.
Half a belt of tin, half a belt of tin.
Press J, move forwards, and then press J again.
Yeah. J doesn't seem to. Oh, yes, it does. Only sometimes does.
It's a sometimes solution.
User error.
Okay.
Says I. Bloop radar.
Please build that.
Oh, there's a gap. All right, let's not
I'm
put the
gonna-
radar there then.
Did you blueprint where there needed to be a signal?
No.
Okay. I think I know roughly where it is.
Where are those radars?
Don't-
Right,
Oh,
just
there.
completely run out of resources now.
There.
Maybe it takes a
Very
lot.
long reach.
Or there. Yeah, let's put that. That'll do. Good enough.
Why are there biters in the base? How about you fuck right off?
What? Yeah, why are there
Help.
biters in the base? Kill them, Al. Kill them all.
Because it's saving the map.
Kill them with bullets. Run north. Run north. There's some turrets up there. Northwest.
Alright. I think I got them.
Well,
Okay,
they're
yeah,
good
you have.
space and place, and where have they come from?
Didn't like that very much. Yeah,
Um,
repair yourself.
they seem to have come in just from just west of the LTN bus drop-off stations, because there's some hints on the radar of there been some biters
Oh
there,
yeah.
but where they came from before that, I mean, how they got past Mike without him noticing, I'm not quite sure. And
Yeah,
that
they
is
were
actually
wandering
that's
up
the
here.
only place they can get through there, because there's walls all the way. All the rest of those
Yeah.
gaps in the cliff are closed off
Yeah.
by walls. So
So where did they come from? As in,
What are
what
these blocks?
pollution triggered them?
could there be maybe this base has been rebuilt since we went over there and exterminated
I was
it?
gonna say, what are those blocks?
Look.
Probably just worms. Hopefully just worms, but they might not be.
I shall go and have a look.
Doom, 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 doom. No, there's one spawner there. The top thing's a spawner, I think, on the radar.
No,
Oh, I've
Oh no,
just
it's not.
seen
It's just a
the-
big worm.
I've just seen the things that you were telling me to. Oh, they're here.
but from where?
Yeah,
I think they were trying to spawn here. Like,
put down a
establish
spawner.
themselves.
It's possible. But still, it's odd that how they'd have got. Yeah, it's weird. I don't know how they'd have got to there, because without sort of chewing on Mike on the way past.
What makes it
Yeah.
offensive? Insubordinate and churlish.
Weird. I kind of feel we need a wall going across from here to here.
Yeah, but for me the question is where were they triggered from?
There's another red blob on the map there, but those are small ones. Those are just worms as well.
Yeah. Well, so this is the thing: is that if your radar doesn't scan an area for a while, you can get biters appearing it without being noted.
It's true.
Hmm.
Yes.
So I'm just going to
Investigate.
wander
You
up.
left some cliffs, Laurence, so I've
Oh.
chosen a different route.
Yeah, so these
Okay.
are again
The
it's
wrong
just
type
two
of
small
turret.
worms.
Yeah, no problem.
I haven't got enough
So
of
yeah,
those.
it is possible that some
Oh.
biters have somehow got triggered by the pollution.
But it's a
By
weird.
being in a base which is not on radar, but
Yeah, it's a weird way for them to get in though, because
Yeah.
they.
Please may I have some?
unless
Can I reach?
there's like a base here that we've just not seen on radar for ages, and they've been triggered by something, and they've literally gone all the way round.
Yeah, that is. I mean, I was just trying to decide if that was
There's
possible.
too much stuff in between there and there for them to.
But then they went round the edge of that and then turned left, so it turned sharp east. So
Yeah, it doesn't work, does it?
it seems weird. And unless they, yeah, because if they got triggered by anything in the sort of the original smelting area around here, then they'd have tried to go through the wall with the turrets. I think
Oh, they obviously path around it.
maybe they pathed round the walls and that's kept them away from the turrets.
Could be. Could be. Does
So if we
anyone
make a
check
hole,
on any
if we
edges?
make a small hole in that wall, then they'll try and get through there and they'll get hit by the turrets on the way past.
I'm just putting some more turrets over here. Look, and then they
Yeah.
can just
That also
Yeah.
helped.
interested by those. Are we making the machine gun turrets anyway? I think that's what Paul suggested we did right at the start of the game when I cropped up. And we all went, nah.
He was suggesting making some sort of magically he said put down a load of turrets and they'll go and clear the biters out for us, which I poo-pooed a
No,
little
that
bit.
was, yeah, not at that point. Before that.
But yeah, he was suggesting my normal technique of just making a massive hedgehog all the way around the outside of the base that pokes anything that tries to come in.
Fish plus Flavor plus SMG, mate. Yeah, we haven't got fire yet. If you have grenades, worms, yeah, we haven't got explosives.
We haven't got grenades. We've got explosives. We've got cliff explosives. And we've got sticks of dynamite, but you can't actually use sticks of dynamite for anything useful. Ooh.
Dynamite!
I was about to say, you'll be very dangerous there.
Ah, lag.
Why did you
You
get
can go
100?
if you want. I'm thinking.
I was also thinking of trying to decide what I want to do next. Actually, now there's hopefully going to be some oil soon. I'm going to come back up here and sort of
try that again without fucking up.
Sit in the loiter in the oil area, and then
you keep getting 100. What the fuck is happening?
Glump.
There you go. Although I might as well have just taken 500 in the first place and filled them up.
There's no minus anything on the oil. Is it still 25,000 per?
Yes.
Okay.
That
so
part's
not
still
just
the
use
same.
coal and iron. Do we even have? Shouldn't we be researching something? What?
Chat is calling.
200,000 would probably be sensible.
Yeah, probably. Twitch chat is calling me a weird streamer. I think I'm complimented.
Literally 4 gives us grenades. Oh, what's that? Cluster grenade.
As a note
2 gives us
Laurence,
grenades.
I have disabled warning messages still set on that because we're producing at such slow speeds that we don't want it spamming.
We need this.
I guess so. Yeah. How much have we got down? You say that there is now 130,000 in there. That's not too bad. Given it's not a particularly big oil patch, only 1,800.
My extension to the tin has now flooded the belt, and there's now not enough tin ore. So well done me.
Good.
Apparently.
Well, there is enough tin ore because it's
a pump.
Not enough tin ore for the whole thing.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because it's belt's full.
You haven't done anything with those pumps to make them actually pump?
No, I see what you mean because I'm not used to them being green circuited, being on the circuit network because I don't tend to bother.
I figured it was sensible for these ones.
Yeah, probably.
I made myself a car and didn't know about it, and also I've forgotten how to drive it.
That's why we've moved on to trains now. They're a bit easier to.
You just say, "I want to go here."
Yes, they're self-driving vehicles, which is just what we need. Spots.
Turn them off. There we go. You can repair the car when I get there.
For those, it's either hook them up to the output, or disconnect them, or just set them to something that's always true.
Right. I remember.
Yeah.
I needed the shotgun.
When you say hook them up to the output of the station, which yeah. Oh, I don't have enough copper to make any wires anyway. I'll
I can head down and do it.
Yeah, that's probably better.
Right. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Once you've done that, I'll manually send a train down to.
I'll make sure.
Have we gridlocked
on the shelves? On the
possibly. I will be gone in a moment.
Oh, so you parked the train there, the locomotive there. Okay.
When I move thing out of the way, I want you to put it back in the middle.
Oh, you're being chased by a fluid train.
Okay, so it's good. So you don't need to send it automatically then?
No, turns out.
Manually. Of course, it won't fill up with anything, and I need to disable the time passed thing. Although fluid trains will be fine.
Yeah.
Whacking these things down.
We are low on iron plates.
No, it says full fluid at more than 150,000 fluid and 2 seconds of inactive activity. Oh, so it's never going to go anywhere. until it's got 150k.
No, sure, just
Yeah,
put down
you
broken
said
shit.
120 seconds as well.
Oh,
There's another one.
okay, you got rid of those.
I
Right.
removed it.
Fair enough.
And that needs to keep being done until Al makes the change.
Okay.
Wasn't me. Yes, that's the problem.
I sort of feel I need to put a pump at one end, to pump at the beginning end, to pump it to the far end, and just let it flow round in circles. But that's
Gaining speed as it goes.
I do it a
I've
different way. I put a tank on each one, which is what gets measured, or 2 tanks, and then I have a buffer tank on top of that, and so you've got the tank that fill it up that always have 25k in.
Yeah.
So as soon as the train arrives,
sense.
it fills up in less than the 2 seconds of inactivity, or very quickly at least.
Yeah, that makes sense. I tend to find that usually you get to the point where you've got enough in the station that it doesn't actually matter.
Except at this point, you got the last one just sits there going, oh, tiny bit, tiny bit, tiny bit.
Yeah.
I don't have a tank, so I can't add it.
Alas, but that would basically fix the problem, having an extra tank
Maybe.
at the end there. As long as there's a decent amount in the station, anyway.
Yeah.
It's at 24,000 now, so it's nearly there.
Yeah.
Apropos of nothing, I can confirm that Aldi's tinned ravioli is not significantly worse than Heinz's, but it is significantly cheaper.
Ooh. Good timing.
So if you wanted shitty ravioli.
I was going to say, I think tinned ravioli is something from I don't know what part of my life.
It's the oh my god, I can't believe it's so late. I need to eat something now.
I think I use Joyland for that sort of thing, to be honest.
That sort of speed of it emptying.
Yes, it astounds me just how quick the pumps are compared to all the other sort of things that sometimes do.
It's 12,000 per second.
Yeah, so as you said, it's just over 2 seconds. It's crazy. Whereas we have a solids train turn up and it takes ages to get everything out of it.
Oh look, a whole bunch of spitters for me to shoot.
Where are you now? You're over there. Yes, practice your reflexes. Practice your reflexes and your acid identification.
Also, you're better off one, not dying, and 2, shooting the same spitter. Worm.
I couldn't because I needed to be that close, and when that happens, they get so much spit on me that I immediately die.
Yeah, those are big worms. They do a lot of damage per shot.
I think the slowdown from spit is too OP. Because I'm stuck in the spit. What am I supposed to do? I can't walk out of it, so
you're not.
Die.
Yeah, you're not supposed to get in it in the first place. You're supposed to use artillery to get rid of the spitters.
That is not an option, Laurence.
I know.
I don't know if you've noticed.
I know.
Current level of technology.
I know.
Guess I'll go over here.
Why is
5 foot?
That's the wrong one. Why are you not? Oh.
Ball watching is going nice and quick. Spitters won't know what hit him though, because
that's why.
I just keep coming back, and they die forever.
This I hope the I think I need to put in a tank and a pump down here on the water supply for this, to make sure that the water that's being outputted by the sulfur production doesn't cause the Yes, you know what I mean. Good, because I ran out of words. That's clearly a sign that it's nearly time for bed.
What? Why are you using the wrong gun? You twerp.
Probably because you died.
You died.
Yes, but that was ages ago.
I can't have fission guns at the same time, which is nice.
I think I've got enough resources on me to finish up this. Oh, not quite. I need to get the transport belts.
Let me out! Fuck me!
There's
no way of avoiding it.
I'm going to suggest that perhaps on the owl versus the big worm, the
small worm.
Oh no, it says killed by big worm.
Oh, well, yeah, but I was fighting the small worm.
But his big brother was there defending him.
What's going to happen?
What smeltery is this, Mike?
Iron.
We've now lost 27 players and 3 cars.
It'd be nice if that told us which players.
It would be nice.
I don't know if it
It'd
would.
be,
We've lost-
honest, probably 20 odd of them are me.
You
tend to
have done a
talk.
bit rather more combat.
We have lost more players than we have lost turrets.
That's because turrets are valuable.
True,
True,
players are free to
true.
respawn.
You know how long it takes to build a turret, whereas a player respawns in 5 seconds to walk back and pick up their stuff. Oh dear.
Mind you,
I wonder how you make
that made
plastic.
me realise I've got so many freaking turrets. Why don't I just use them
Uh,
as a target
mm,
like this, and then I'll just shoot them from here. Fuck off! First of all, stop using the wrong gun. Second of all, well, that's working really well.
petroleum.
Should have done this before. Oh,
Expensive way of
Hmm.
it's not
Yeah.
expensive because they're all shit. They're half broken anyway.
Yeah, but they can be repaired very, very quickly and easily and cheaply.
Oh, I think I'm making them a lot anyway. Why have you got so much HP?
Because it's a big
Didn't even
worm.
notice I've been It's not just that, but it wasn't actually going down.
Oh dear.
I didn't see the spit because I was looking at the HP, and it was not going down 1 HP per bullet. I can tell you that for free.
It's probably
Bloody
got
hell.
armor.
Well, it doesn't. Why?
Ooh, and
I
there go
didn't
your last 2 turrets.
say you could have armor. Sorry, I didn't really want. So I got 27 turrets, and they'll definitely shoot at those. Let's try it. It did work until the. Oop. Until the big ones turned out to be OP and completely non-damageable by our current level of technology.
And that is quite possible.
which brings
It's
us
just-
nicely to the thing that we had as a conversation right at the very start of the stream.
How can we get better guns?
How do we kill the big nasty killable things? Or how to kill them?
Yes.
I don't think we came up with a good answer for that, I'm afraid.
We did not.
Right, I guess I'll just not bother with that.
That seems wise, given the way it's been going so far.
Now that I've done all that, how's the glass? I've gone back to this pillbox idea, by the way, just because we don't have the infrastructure.
I need a lot more
Of course,
pipes.
you run straight into that, Hillock. You want to fix this, you little shitbag? What? I haven't got any pipes. Underground pipe.
Pipes are being made right at the bottom of the bus.
Oh, let's race then. Like iron underground pipes.
Yes. Actually, not quite at the bottom of the
Old-fashioned.
bus, because I can't find them. I thought it was way down here, but... Oh, there's the boxes got them in.
Oh, there.
I've left you a few.
Where?
About level with where I am.
Laurence is here. Oh, right at the end.
Not
Alright,
quite,
fine.
but quite a long way down.
At the end of their row. Hurry up with this getting the pipes thing so that I can fix them, basically. And away! I hold silver! Away!
What? That's not the recipe I thought it was. Oh,
What
heavy
recipe?
oil cracking makes lube as well as light oil.
Okay.
Actually.
So this is going to be one of those Angel Bobian balancing acts, I suspect.
This is not the right type of pipe, Laurence.
It should be compatible.
I'm fine to take anything, can't I?
Well, just attach.
Underground. It's finished. It just needs plugging into the station.
Oh yeah, it works.
So I can turn light oil into petroleum gas and a bit of sulfurous gas. I can turn heavy oil into lubricant and more light oil, and I can turn I can turn any of the 3 types of oil into petroleum coke, which is basically solid fuel. So it's whether, so we're either going to, well, we may just end up you having an overflow that turns, if we have too much lube, that turns the heavy oil into petroleum coke that we then just shove into the boilers, I guess.
One bot. I got all bots. I've got 2 bots missing. One of them might have died though because I forgot to turn them off. 2 of them might have died. So we've got plenty of glass. Fix that problem. Zoom. It's really hard to control these cars. Whee! Nearly 11 o'clock.
It is. We should probably stop, but I am sort of, I don't know, still doing stuff. So.
Not ready to, yeah. Right, now why haven't I got?
But then I'll probably play Factorio all night if you let me. So.
If I let you.
If people in general, if in general it was let.
So I fixed all that glass, and now the thermionic tubes are completely dead, even though I have now given you all the glass you could possibly want. And now what do you need, you little bastards?
So what does heavy Finny?
Oh, there's no fucking copper. That's all.
Oh, there's. Oh, so heavy oil can be turned straight into lube. It can be turned into petroleum coke and sulfurous gas. It can be turned into lube and light oil, or it can be put in a barrel, or it can be turned. Oh, if you add in coal as well, then it can be, and steam, then it can be turned into more heavy oil and some light oil. So that's coal liquefaction. Okay, gotcha. But the balancing is going to it seems that the balancing, at least at this stage of the game, we can directly make lubricant, or we can make it into oil, lubricant and light oil, which seems like it's probably going to be more useful at this stage, I suspect. Because then we get lube, and there's always time for lubricant.
It's a train full of copper that's not quite full of copper yet. Where's it going?
What about it?
Where's it going?
To the bus.
Here. Well, it ain't, and the bus is empty of copper.
What do you mean it ain't?
Well, it's not there, and the bus is empty.
Well, yeah, because it's filling up still.
Yeah, but the bus is empty. It has one job. Just to keep the bus full. I don't care if it's full.
Yeah, but we haven't switched over to that production yet, and the
well, we should.
The mine is
no iron. Well, yeah, because that was given. That was ore. Now it's not.
Yeah, it will be sorted soon. Have some patience.
Is it not spaghettiing its way up here into nearly the mine and then down again? Is that what I'm seeing? What's everything else for? Right, is this not sending it into the crushers? It's sending it into the crushers.
No, look more closely. Where are you? There you are. So if you look at...
Look, this...
Have you seen that splitter there?
Oh, it's got a... I did not see the tiny little bit of colour on it in my zoomed out state. So that's going up there. There's nothing else is coming on this thing.
Well, there was copper ore. And when I put the splitter there, the belt was full of copper ore.
Yeah. So we can rip all this up now because we're never getting copper ore back on this belt.
Yeah.
Yes.
But carefully because, yeah.
Well, let's start here. Mike can
possibly
have
wait until the train has arrived, and so you can see where the copper ingots are.
Well,
that probably makes sense.
I don't want them up here. I certainly don't want them in the crushers. So if I remove the crushers, they won't go in them.
Yeah, they wouldn't do anyway, but yeah.
Well, you never know what you've missed. This
I
is
do.
how I do code. Delete the code; it's not going to run, so there's no bugs in it.
LTN
Oh.
is telling us that there's no train left in the depot.
Yeah, that's because we've got one delivering copper ore and one delivering copper ingots.
Oh, so they're both actually out trying to load and unload at the moment. It's just slow
Yeah.
because we have very, very slow inserters things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we could upgrade our inserters, that would be nice.
I'll have a look for a second. See how much effort that's going
Advanced
to take.
motors. We're not researching anything. Let's put that on, because then we can research inserters too. For fast inserters.
Oh, good. Advanced motors don't sound at all difficult to make.
It just needs carbon steel, you know. And
Oh,
hey, we'll use up some lubricant.
So we should be able to do.
They don't even need the gyroscopes. You also research.
Oh.
Well, gyroscopes need the advanced motors, so it'd be unreasonable for the motors to need the gyroscopes.
Why aren't you showing
Yes.
me? Hey, research queue doesn't work with this mod pack.
Yes, it does.
Well, it doesn't bloody work for me. There's nothing in it. Oh shit.
Yeah,
Please
don't
get
do
rid of
that.
these. What is happening?
What?
I removed them then.
You removed them and I clicked on the thing that used to be there. It went away.
I have no idea what's going on over there.
Also,
think you want
it's
that.
ignoring half of my letters, which is really annoying.
We need to.
Okay, you're updating my one. That's weird.
Yes. So when you remove them, well, it's the same one. There's only one research.
It's the search, I mean, as well.
Ooh.
Surely you can make more ammo than they can make raids. Yeah, but it's all manual. It's half the problem.
Jeez, 216. Is that that's between minutes? 216 minutes to get military 2.
What?
And now we can use grenades, or at least start making them.
Oh, 260 minutes of research time. Okay. Blimey.
I don't know how the estimated time works in this, whether it uses your number of labs or not.
I assume so. But we could probably make some more labs once we've got better science output, which is going to require copper. So bring on the trains.
It's nearly there.
When the train arrives, then it's satisfactorily doing its job. I'm going to bed. No, that's fine. Okay. The bots are slow, but zero effort.
Yes. Mike is all maximum effort, a bit like Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Is Mikey still? Oh, you are still here. I was about to ask if you'd muted yourself again.
No, I'm concentrating on this. I'm trying to work out how to make
Fair
this
enough.
do what I want.
Is this carbon?
Al, can you move up and right, please? Because I've replaced some belts there. I've changed the layout slightly. Don't need fixing. Okay, that'll do it.
Slightly.
Are you using Al as a bot?
Essentially.
Cool.
Well, he was deconstructing a bunch of stuff, and
was
him basically pointing out that the furnaces weren't running anymore. I was just dealing with them.
Okay.
But a lot of this can probably go away now.
Right, I have probably made plastic.
Oh, copper's incoming, Al. You should be happy now.
How dare you? I'll decide. What will make me happy is if this doesn't have 2 legs in it for no reason.
Because that leaves the coal on one side of the... Or you're possibly talking about something different, and I don't know what.
The dent in it. I don't think we need even this construction here. Look.
Right.
It won't be balanced. It will be... It will... So... When the station's full, both sides will fill up. But if load is unequal, then you want the balancer that was there before. No, what are you doing?
Removing all the coal crowns, not necessary. It was not a balancer here. It was just that.
No, there
It
was
was balancing a different.
there was a side, not a full balancer, but
What, just a side
make
load
sure
of
there's
aggregates?
both sides have.
What's going on? Oh, I see. Yeah, probably spotted. You don't need to be there.
Yeah.
I was avoiding that because it's covered in coal. It's going to take forever.
Yeah, but it's your inventory.
It's not the inventory, it's the number of bots. They have to do it one at a time.
Yeah.
I'd rather just run up it and do it myself. It comes in dribs and drabs.
Solid belt after a while. I mean, it could be 6 solid belts. But...
Gonna start making things go like a Hydra, what's the name, system.
Hail Hydra. And what?
Launch your radar got destroyed.
Which one?
I do feel like this
the
is not
east.
going to be sufficient.
Oh yeah.
I suspect we might be about to have biters coming in from the east.
Does that
Where
mean
was there a radar?
Turrets are gone.
there was a radar here?
Where?
Ping? There. It's the blue blob that's. Although those little red ones there suggest that the biters got round all the way round there. So oh yeah, of course, because they'll have spotted the radar first. They'll have gone to try and attack it, and they'll have passed through the gap, run past the turrets, which would have been shooting at them, but not effectively enough. So now they'll probably be attacking the turrets. So they're probably dead by now, and we probably won't see them again. But it does mean the radar is useless.
And it wouldn't have got rid of the nest.
No, of course not. These aren't the magical advancing turrets that Paul was talking about.
So I have a feeling that what we're going to find is what we found in our multiplayer, which is basically that by the time the copper gets anywhere useful, it's going to be thin on the ground. Or on the belt.
Do you mean the supply's too low?
Yeah, it's getting halved each time, and lots of things are gagging for it.
Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, so we possibly need faster belts.
That's what's happening with the iron plates on the bus. Is every time it's halved and halved and halved and halved and halved until you get down to the forget what they're called, reinforced iron plates.
256 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the only way to deal with that is to be providing it faster than it's being used, but that's clearly not happening.
Expand coal production.
It becomes a. What about? Oh, that's what it becomes a order end problem where to get just a reasonable supply down at the bottom end, you need to double your already insane quantity.
Well, not necessarily. You just need to not be using it quite as fast at the top, further up.
Okay, yeah, that's the other option.
Or you have multiple belts of it being brought down, or actually, so sometimes I have a second train dropping it off partway down the bus because that seems to be an easier way easier than trying to upgrade the entire bus.
Yeah, I mean that's what I normally do. Is I have 2 lines. One is the primary line, and the other one's a backup line. And then every so often you just cut the back over line, or cut the back of the line into the primary. So you're getting multiple inserts as you go. It's in some ways it's just kicking the problem down the line, but I've never yet had a factory big enough to need more than 4 lines.
Kicking the problem down the road is a perfectly legitimate solution.
Yeah, I mean, by the time you're using that sort of level of throughput, you've probably moved all of the things off the bus and you've got sort of separate little factories doing each of those individual things. So, I mean, eventually, yes, I take off the circuit production and eventually the science production off the bus, and all you have to worry about is the bus essentially being your mall. So it's just producing the extra buildings you need, and that tends to be quite low throughput.
I think it'll be too much of a trouble in this case because the copper gears is nearly backed up to production, which will cancel that input of copper, etc. It's going to clog up pretty quickly anyway, and the belt will be full. Copper belt itself. I mean, it's already basically 3 times as full as it was when we started the discussion. So lots of things have filled up that have their fill of. And then, of course, the train's going to empty. A bit longer to fill up than it'll take us to use all that, and then it'll be a problem again. But that's all right. That's
We'll
Mike's
gradually
problem now.
research faster and faster inserters.
Yeah.
Or stack inserters.
Right.
True.
That seems like a good time to finish because it's now 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it was. Oh, I'd just like to test this iron
No.
to make sure it's all connected up.
Except we don't have any iron mines on the train network.
Oh, so you just need to build a quick iron mine to.
Oh yeah, we do. Yeah, good point. Forgot about that one. Yeah. Except
would it make some sense to connect? How do you think? There, so that that train up there can go into that side of the track without going all the fucking way down there to find the first turnaround.
Yeah, it would also make sense to actually put the iron chests down, because otherwise it won't do very well.
That's true.
It's missing a lot of inserters. No, it's not.
To answer your earlier question about how you spot the things that haven't been placed, Mike, the easiest way is to go into map view and zoom just far enough out that that all the stuff you haven't built yet goes purple.
Purple. Fair enough.
They're not just purple, but they're flashing now because they're in your range.
Yeah, that too. That makes it even more obvious.
Do that. 36 chests. Yeah, I haven't got that many. Oh, and some rail. The rail's missing. Yeah, that's gonna be a problem. This isn't gonna work.
Well, yeah.
But
We'll
it's a
fix it
start.
next time. Look, it's already in your to-do list. Expand coal production. That's what you're doing, right?
No.
Improve
No,
iron
I
supply.
did Tick. Improve iron supply. This is the testing phase.
Splendid. Look, the copper's backed up.
Oil
not
processing properly. Well, I've yeah, I've made Cliff's explosives. I've made probably plastic. I don't know. I've made explosives, kind of, and I've definitely made sulfur. Cool. I just need to think a bit more about balancing and stuff. But yeah, we are, as I said, we are now making plastic. It's not being used for anything, so it's just backing up on the bus. But that's kind of what you want at the beginning, really, isn't it?
Apparently I can pause the game. I cannot pause
Yeah.
the game.
That's worth knowing.
Right.
Oh, yeah. I suspect you're probably not. Your player probably isn't an admin on the server.
That's because I didn't restart it.
Okay.
Maybe I'll do that now to piss you all off.
I'm in a place where I'm happy to. Actually, let me just make sure I'm not caught in these pipes. No, I'm not. I'm in a place where I'm happy to stop, and I think I probably should, given that it's now after 11.
Yeah,
So.
nice.
Yeah, it's definitely night time. Although
Yeah.
I'm a bit peckish again. Maybe I'll have some more ravioli. Or something that's actually
Some more
nice.
mediocre ravioli.
It's the punishment for waiting this long to eat.
Fair. Yeah,
Oh.
that's why the streams start at 7:30 is about as early as I can make it and still manage to have eaten beforehand, I guess.
Ooh, fast inserters.
Yeah. About as early as I can make it and still actually be here at the desk on my computer in order to play. Bye, stream. Thanks for being here. I'll see you next Monday. When we're going to do this again. Maybe I'll actually get my dev stream done this Wednesday.
Stream.
I'll probably just have a horrible headache and not want to do it.
Yes,
So,
goodbye my stream as well.
Oh yeah,
Bye,
if I'm
Laurence's
not streaming on
stream.
Wednesday, you can join on Laurence's stream.
Yes, there should be Factorio Space Exploration on Wednesday on my stream. I can't remember what I'm going to be doing then. Oh yes, I'm going to be actually I'm going to be letting chat decide what they want me to do because there's about 4 different things I could be doing. So I'll let somebody else decide. So it's not my fault. So yeah, it's going to be one of the sciences or going off and mining up some sort of weird plant matter on Tulip. So
Right.
so join me then, and you can be part of the decision.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye everyone, and thanks for watching.
I need